right, we're back really quickly here. Look at us. Doing good, setting up quickly. Yeah, so we're back here for Auras, Latias, Trade Alt Main. And really quickly, I know I mentioned you had like half a second to get more donations in for that name. So Jordan97, we have $20 toward Rashias.
Hi, okay. Thank you everybody who donated for our Latias name. I actually lied. I can't rename the Latias till I get to Slate Port, so you have more time to get names in. Also, you could rename traded Pokemon in this game, right?
Can you?
If you can't, I'll edit the save. It's fine.
I don't.
It's fine.
My intuition says I don't think so.
In later games, you can do it once.
Trainer, yeah. I just know the later games you can.
And only if it hasn't been renamed. You can't in this game? Uh-oh. Alright. Hold on.
We'll just have a little...
We'll just do a little... Let's close that. We'll do a little behind the scenes here.
Yeah.
So, this is Latias Trade Alt Main. And if you're not familiar...
who bullied you into that, May?
No one. I, on a whim, decided that I wanted to root it, and I got really hyper-focused earlier this week. Originally, this run was going to...
And by earlier this week, you mean like a day and a half ago.
Yeah, it was like 4 days ago. We're gonna name
this came up very quickly. Oh. We were just like, wow, we could do the regular old Alpha Sapphire.
Or do I change its name?
Dodge sheer cold strats. Haha, we were definitely gonna do that. And then May was like, nah, let's just do Latias, but the whole game.
How do I change its name?
Miscellaneous?
That's what I thought too.
While you figure that out, I'll stall for time. I'm commentating this.
Oh, nickname.
I used to run this game.
Nickname. Alright, so what's our nickname?
Yeah, it looks like the nickname is Angelus. Do you need me to spell it, or?
I got it. I saw the list before.
Okay.
Alright. Cool. Alright, so... this is Latias Trade Alt Main. If you're not familiar with the concept of a Trade Alt Main, what if we had accidentally gotten Latias as our starter because this was a randomizer, and then we started the game at level 7 instead of doing all the intro stuff because that's the first point where you can trade in the game. It's a category extension. It's probably my favorite category extension because it's like doing a Manipteron without having to do any work. And on a whim, I was like, what if I did Latias, because we do Latias in the game normally, and it's terrible. But this is worse.
Is it?
Yeah, this is real bad. This one's real bad. So get excited for that. I'll show you all. Let's see if it worked. Yep, there's Angelus, our Latias. She's a level 7 Latias. This is our amazing moveset here. You can see that she has perfect 31 IVs and she has rash nature. We met her as an egg. A thing that can happen.
I think I need Arceus.
Okay, so you cannot actually get a level 7 Latias. So this is fully edited, total hackmon right here. But a lot of times you could breed the Pokemon that you need. Like for Sword and Shield, I have a ton of EVs that I've bred for doing Sylveon Trade Alt Man. Can't do that for this one. This one's quite illegitimate. But whenever we're ready to start, I'll count us down.
Yeah, you should just count us down.
In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we have to do Pokemon on me.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Who wants to play Pokemon on me?
This run is so good. You
will
never see this in any other speedrun ever.
No, so Sun and Moon does it.
Like this. Oh yeah, just to get.
Oh yeah, you had to feed it the Thingamabobber like in Sun and Moon.
Right, that's so cursed and so amazing at the same time. There's rainbows on the screen. I'm so hyped for this run.
Who wants to see me be better at a tile puzzle?
See, you're gonna have to explain anything because I know nothing about this.
Did I update the OTIDS ID to my own? Because that won't work if I did that.
Wait,
okay,
what?
Hold on. Stop the timer.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
This is already off to a cursed start.
Okay, anyways, T-Pad already introduced himself, so I'll introduce myself. I'm
Oh yeah, you all
Sanjan.
should introduce yourselves.
Uh,
I'm Corvimae.
all three of us are fellow Mako Mako stands, but we
Yeah.
will. I actually run the Omega Ruby, so I get
You're
the
really good at Omega
less
Ruby.
meme.
Don't sell yourself short. You're like 3rd or 4th place.
I'm a good gamer, but I also am a proud Latios and Groudon fan, so boo. But I'm still here to support our fellow
Original
Latias
trainer.
fans.
Yeah, okay, that's wrong. Original trainer should not be May. Original trainer should be May 2.
May 2?
Yeah, and then I need to change its TID, which I think I have to do in the hex. This is going so badly. I knew this was going to be a disaster.
So this is important for what reason? It has something to do with the whole friendship thing, which I've never done a run. So
It does
like,
not. So maybe you don't have to change the TID. If a Pokemon is traded, it gets 1.5 times experience.
mm-hmm.
And I have definitely rooted this with the expectation that you've 1.5 times experience.
How'd you get more Do you get more friendship too, or is it the same?
Where's TID in this?
I think
y'all are gonna original trainer ID. Okay.
I think just like Pokemon that get traded get their happiness reset, but I don't think it influences how much their happiness scales through the run.
So the original trainer. Wait, what did I set the original trainer ID to? 65333. So I'll just check my trainer ID when I get in there. Yeah, welcome to Hex Edit speedrun. And by speedrun, I mean this is oh man. I did not account for
better than Mudkip resets.
I fully did not account for the fact that I would have to rename it live because I thought that you could rename it after a trade, but apparently that is only a Sword and Shield thing. So
yeah, I think that's
oopsies.
Later over on. That's okay.
Let me quickly check my trainer ID to make sure it is different.
Yeah, that would
different.
stink. That would stink if your trainer ID was somehow.
I actually think the trainer ID. I actually think it would have been fine. But all right, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so first we gotta do Pokemon on me, and
it just
Pokemon on me
every time
is a mini game where you raise your affection, and the reason we're gonna do this is because when your affection is above 50 points or 2 hearts, we'll get 1.2 times experience, and we very much need that for this stupid jet engine to actually get through the game.
And does this stack with the 1.5
It does.
EXP? Nice.
Is it additive or multiplicative?
Nice.
I see.
So if you do your math, it actually makes it 1.8 times experience for every battle between the trade and the
focus on this really hard puzzle because I need to do it in less than 15 seconds to get all the things that I need. If I mess up some of them, it's not the end of the world, but it's not great.
I can't believe we have a focus moment within the first minute of the run.
That's not right.
You have to swap this? This is too hard already for me.
Alright, that's 1 out of 6 done.
Oh.
I'm gonna do 3 and then 3. So the unfortunate part about me having to focus on doing this is that I'm also probably one of the 2 people who actually fully totally understands how Pokemon and me works in the context of speedrunning. The other person being Headbob, who the 2 of us kind of grinded out all of this earlier this week. By that I mean 2 days ago.
Are the tiles maniped or
no?
So you just gotta
gotta do it.
So you just gotta get good at puzzles, is what you're saying.
Gotta get good at puzzles, exactly.
Listen,
you have a little bit of leeway, because for each set of 3, we only need. So if you do it in under 15 seconds, you'll get 2 frosted puffs. If you do it in under 20 seconds, you'll get 1 frosted puff. And we only need 5 per set. I do have some backups rooted in.
This isn't too bad. There are borders on the edge, so it's
yeah. This is the easy mode. There are harder modes, but we just do the easy one, so it's fine. This is not
already
gonna be a good one.
It's already too hard for me.
This is not too much different than the Ruins of Alph tile puzzles.
I'm fine there because I only need 5 per set. So what that does is every time I do the puzzle, it's gonna so there's 3 stats in the background here. There's affection, which is what we're trying to get up to 50 points. There's enjoyment, which is what lets you pet your Pokemon, and there's fullness, which is what lets you feed more things. That was 2, right? Yeah, it's gonna be all of them. Each time I feed a puff,
Latias. Pet the Latias.
I will do that. Don't worry. Each time I feed a puff, you notice I'm getting 3 hearts. That's because a frosted puff gives 3 hearts. And then each time I pet Latias, and each time I do that, that's going to raise its fullness by 50, and it caps out at 255. And every time I do that puzzle, it's going to lower my fullness by 100 or by 110.
Petting Latias. Okay, Latias actually.
So now I'm going to do it 3 more times and essentially do that same thing again. And I'm also getting, every time I'm doing the puzzle, I'm getting 30 enjoyment. And I need 42 enjoyment to pet for full efficiency on the favorite area for this Pokemon, which in this case is the forehead, which is why we do it there. Because it's the most efficient way to do it. That was a good one. Oh, Puzzle Wizard.
Puzzle Wizard May, let's go.
Gaming.
That was really
10
good.
seconds.
Nice 10.
The TID is different, it's fine. It should be at least.
Yeah, you confirmed that your trainer idea was different.
If it's not, then I will, I don't know what I'm gonna do if it's not.
I
I'll
mean,
just have
this
to do
is
all these
like your
puzzles again.
marathon. We can just keep resetting.
I'll fully blow past the estimate.
It's like, you don't understand, I own this ship.
It's okay. It's always winnable.
Nice
That is
too.
that is the.
I can also
That's the
save after
motto.
this and then change the name after or fix it after the fact. It's fine. So I don't have to do this again. This is gonna be a bad one because I'm my brain's just shut off for a second there. Please? Please? What am I doing?
What?
Okay, that's fine. I got the 5 that I need.
Okay.
So yeah, there's actually secretly a lot of math behind this, and there's 2 different ways you can do it. This is the much more reliable way, because the other way you can do it is called making faces, which is a
Which
Making faces.
So you see the little, do you see the
I've
little
actually
board
seen
game
this.
piece in the bottom left? That means
Yeah.
the 3DS is detecting my face right now. And there's a game where like Latias will make faces, and then I have to recreate those faces, and it's horrendous.
So I've seen Shen do this because he was doing like some like scam alt main poll, and I think he did like Shed Ninja once, and had to like raise its affection really, really high, and was doing all the different games and decided to do the make faces, and him just like squinting at his 3DS was the funniest thing I've seen within the last year. It's hilarious.
Making faces is
and
so
that was
broken that Game Freak apologized for it.
See, that was actually the first thing when I heard that you had to do this. I was like, oh, is this the thing where you have to make the faces? And you said, yeah, but I'm not going to do that.
Huge shout out to Headbob, by the way, for writing the original guide for this, and then also helping me do a lot of the math earlier this week. All right, so I will end up saving before the first fight that we do with Latias, just in case that I did screw up the TID. We'll know because it'll say I received a boosted experience, and it'll be like a big chunk.
What's
Is
the
your
making
Latias
faces?
is it like jumping around in its Pokeball, like singing?
Yeah, it's super happy because we're best friends now. So
Like,
I am gonna
well,
say
like,
for this fight
you
too.
hum on stream all the time. I'm just imagining Latias is just.
So this first fight here we can't do with Latias. So the rules for TAM is you have to do all of the fights using your main Pokemon, like your trade out main.
Yeah,
However,
there's a real big problem.
we simply cannot beat this Poochyena. It is the Latias final boss. Because Latias was never designed to be used below the level where you get it in this game, which is level 30. So it has the worst moves ever. We have one move, which is Psyshock,
Which is a psychic move.
which is a psychic move, and Poochyena is a dark type, so we can't damage it. So for this fight,
Period.
we have to use Mudkip, and that's going to be a little annoying in a little bit, and you'll see why. Because we're going to have a dangerous extra fight that we have to do because of this.
So
and anyone who's watched Oras knows that this fight is not safe. Also,
This
I'm pretty
fight
sure
is-
this Mudkip... I'm pretty sure this Mudkip is bad.
I was gonna ask if you cough edited your Mudkip a good.
I did not.
Aw. You should have at least given yourself the emerald.
I should win
next
this.
Mudkip.
Nope. Lost the speed tie.
Ah,
Bad RNG.
So this is
bad
already,
RNG.
as you can see, it's already off to an amazing start. So I'll
Oh,
explain
you have a
side
bad
shot.
Mudkip.
I do. I didn't reset for Mudkips because I was like, well, I don't need it. And then I made the save, and I was like, oh, I maybe need
Wait
it.
a second.
So we have one move that does damage right now, and it's Psy Shock. And Psy Shock is a very awesome, cool move, where the way it works is it does randomly from 50 to 150% of your level, and it's not affected by weaknesses or resistances.
Psy
So
Shock or Psy Wave?
Is it Psy Wave? I think it might be Psy Wave.
Psy Wave is what you described.
It's Psy Wave.
Psy
It's
Shock,
Psy Wave, sorry.
Psy Shock is the special move that does physical damage.
It's Psy Wave. So it does 50 to 150% of your current level, which is not very high right now. And it's not affected by weaknesses or resistances, but it is affected by immunities, which is cool.
Yeah.
Is it like Seismic Toss?
Except a random amount of damage. So if you're level 10 and you click Psy Wave, it'll do I thought it was between 1 HP damage and in this case 15. Like
it's 50 to 100. It's 50 to 150% of your current level.
So that would be
game.
in this generation. So a level 10 using that move will do between 5 and 15 damage, and it's random.
Woo.
Yeah. Congratulations, you beat the final boss, Cloud.
That's the final. So that's the last time we're gonna do damage with Mudkip. Thank you, Mudkip. We owe you this run. You know this is a good TAM because it's been like I've been on live for like 20 minutes now, and I've beaten one trainer, which to be fair is more than Aspect beat. I'm gonna turn off this experience share.
Oh wow.
That's not a shout out for Aspect. Or,
Yeah.
sorry, that's not that's not me trying to diss Aspect. That run was very cool.
We were just saying in the green room, so I want to ask you, for every spinner that you dodge, are you going to say like, oh, just squeezing right past you,
Just gotta get right by here. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that,
Pardon
just
me.
gotta keep her moving.
I'm gonna be very careful about this spinner when normally I would YOLO them because I really don't want to hit the spinner.
Just
Yeah.
passing by.
We don't need the secrets. That's cool. So I've rooted 2 TAMs in this game. I did Drift Blim Train Alt Main, which you can watch. I did that on No Category Left Behind on GDQ.
Yeah, you did that on
It was a lot of
GDQ.
fun.
Nice.
So I recommend checking that out. It was a really fun run. This, despite being an absolute disaster Pokemon for like half the game, Latias is much more suited to beat this game than Drift Blim was.
I was gonna say, I think
Okay,
your
so this fight
against
sucks.
Roxanne is going to do a little better.
I'm saving for this random double battle, which we have to do because we need Mudkip in our party. I can't just deposit it and get past them, unless I ran back, and that's just not worth doing.
3 XP.
I also need to
Quote,
pay
unquote,
attention to
free.
make sure I actually get the experience that I need here. So we can't do any damage with Mudkip. So what Mudkip's gonna do, it's gonna growl. And then we're gonna use Psy Wave, we're gonna try to take out the C-Dot. And the thing with the C-Dot is that if we don't kill it fast enough, it's gonna murder us. Because half the time it just spends the entire time using, I forget which move it is, I think it's using Growth.
Oh.
And just raising its special attack higher and higher and higher and higher.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
okay.
So
It has not
okay,
been doing that this time. That's
So
time.
those
So that's good.
Psy Wave hits looked okay.
Yeah, those are
Maybe
actually pretty good. Those are pretty
okay.
good. Okay. Yeah, it did bide. That's what it is.
Oh.
And you left it on 1 HP, so it basically just full countered you.
And it's just destroyed me. And that's how this fight goes. This fight's actually really bad. My notes say, use Mudkip to heal as needed. This fight actually sucks.
Yeah. I
This
can
like
see
random
that.
double battle is like low-key one of the worst fights because
What? Who would win? One little legendary versus one little C-Dot.
yeah, this
Well, I
so the
mean,
way that this run goes,
C-Dot is a dark type. Well, is it a dark type yet?
No,
The way
it's
that
not
this
dark
run
type
goes
yet. It's just
is,
grass type, I'm pretty sure.
the beginning is pure pain. And then as we get later on, it gets a lot better. Because Latias actually learns moves, and that's a huge win for us.
I did just notice that when you send out Latias, your affection is high enough that it does the little, like, friendship shake.
It does. And I don't think that loses time in this game.
I don't think so either.
It does do a little message. Like, you know how...
those are freaking awful Psywave hits.
Yeah, these are really bad. Do you know how, like, it'll do, like, a friendship message?
Yeah, like, oh, it wanted to, like... Please.
They're all trying to bully Latias now.
In this game, it's actually really nice because it just shows up instead of the like Latias or what will Latias do or whatever. It just shows up in replacing that, which I don't know why they changed because it's kind of great. I'm gonna get murdered again.
Dude, this needs to be the roll right here.
I don't think this roll.
I don't think this can actually
so
knock
bad.
You know, this reminds me of like a little mini gambling session just with Psywave instead of like slots.
Did I get boosted experience there? Did anybody see? I matched through it.
Yeah, you got boosted experience. I saw that.
Okay,
yeah, it said boosted.
Good. I should hit level 8 after this fight. That's how we know it worked. That was a good roll.
It sure was. Now do it again.
Also, the cool thing is that Lotel will just drain health. What are these rolls?
You're having such bad rolls. Just get them all out of the way. Oh.
It is possible to low roll enough that you do like by Tam rules cannot win this fight. So that's cool.
They're struggle strats. Flathead.
Okay, that was a little better.
I believe.
Yeah, I believe. I think you got this. I think you got this. Clap.
Oh, okay, no, it didn't work.
How are you a little short on EXP?
Maybe
because the 1.5 times it didn't kick in. Frosted was right.
No.
Which I thought it did it by TID, not TID and trainer name. All right, so what we've learned here is that I never can do a TAM naming incentive ever again as long as I live. So let's go back. Let's name the original trainer. May 2. All right, let's go and just bump up the TID again. Whoop, cool. And then save it, and then save it, and then if this doesn't work, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm learning so much about like how traded experience works in this from this. That's cool. So let's do that fight a third time. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Let's just do it. Let's do it again, but a little different.
Let's do a quick check. At least I don't have to do a me again. May 2. I don't know if there's supposed to be any sort of other sort of like traded information. I'm just gonna hope that this worked.
I'm a believer.
I really should have written down how much. I actually considered writing down how much experience that you get if you did everything right, and then I didn't do it because I forgot. So.
Yeah, just do this fight again, but this time with feeling.
Yeah. That last time I did too many low rolls, so I feel like I should do it again and like really show off the power of Latias. This is a legendary, by the way.
Allegedly.
One legendary versus 2 low.
Problem is, despite we have 110 base special attack, but like we can't do anything with it because we only have stupid Psywave. Yeah, exactly. The Omni boost is what makes it confusing. If somehow, miraculously, this ends underestimate, which there's no way it will at this point, because I've screwed up so many times on... Please don't kill me. Oh, thank Christ. I'll show off making faces, but okay, Mudkip's got 84,
making faces.
and this should get like
Woo.
100 and something. Is that 151? That looked a lot better.
Yeah, that was one.
Yeah, 151.
Okay, so I guess trainer name does matter. It's not just TID. Good to know, I guess, for the future.
Today we
We're
learned.
learning live and we're learning together, and I think that's beautiful.
This is a team building experience, chat. We're
Team
all
building
in this together.
exercise.
Yes.
You have to
That's,
suffer. We have to
So my
suffer
managers
through.
say when we have like serious malfunctions in equipment and we're all just like screaming around with our heads cut off and we're like, what do we do?
The fun thing about I didn't know Bubble actually hit both. The fun thing about this is that about the fact that I've never actually done a run of this. This is world record pace, by the way. Because I rooted it earlier this week.
Okay,
I did do I forgot I had this Digzagoon still. I did do a practice run. Or like a practice like offline lazy run that I did during the workday. Don't tell my work.
Reported.
No, don't. That's really mean.
I
I would never report you, May.
But I wouldn't have caught the whole. Okay, we got level 8. We're good. We're good to go.
Woo!
Yes, gaming.
I wouldn't have caught that
Gamering.
whole trainer ID thing. And even if I had done more runs, 'cause I just didn't realize that it worked like that. All right, so we finally made it to Rustboro,
Hooray!
and here we're gonna get.
This bodes well for my commentating on this event because Etiquette got Turbo world record yesterday in
True.
Legends Arceus, and now you're gonna get world record for sure, guaranteed. Eon ticket guaranteed. And
Well,
making
record
history,
pace,
right? So we're gonna get our early game best move available to us right here.
I love this move so much.
This is HM01 cut.
HM stands for hidden machine, right?
Hidden machine. It's very
It's that-
hidden.
It's that thing that doesn't exist in any later gen.
Yeah, if you're like a zoomer, then you might not understand that.
Yeah.
We are gonna deposit our random Zigzagoon that I caught before this, which you're allowed to do. The reason why I have that is because in order to do Pokemon Amii's mini games, you have to have 3 Pokemon caught and not fainted. I don't know why.
It's just the rule.
It's part of why making faces is theoretically faster. It's just you have to get making faces to work first time, which is actually impossible.
It is actually.
You threw it 3 times too. Making faces is actually so efficient, but
Is it the kissy face just like, oh, well, I lose now?
the kissy face is easy.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing with it is that like if you have to in order to open your mouth, like there's ones you have to open your mouth and it like demands that it sees teeth. If it doesn't see teeth, it has no idea what you're doing. Then it doesn't really understand how open your eyes are. And also apparently if you have any facial hair, then it has problems. If you wear glasses, it barely works.
No.
And if your lighting isn't perfect, then it has a bad time. Like
I
if I set my
see.
3DS down on the table and then point it like directly into the light, it sometimes works, but it's so. Also, it like I was trying to get this to work for long enough that I like strained my face muscles. It was rough.
Look,
So we're
you're in
gonna.
a gym leader fight,
So we could use cut here.
but that would
but-
not be very effective.
Yeah. So we're gonna use Psywave, and we're just gonna get high rolls, but we're not gonna hit it into heal range. I think I might have hit it into heal range.
So
Come
you got-
on. All right. Well, now I did.
Oh, nice, very low roll. Also, you're getting your speed dropped. Is that a problem with your base 110 speed legendary?
We actually want it. The problem is actually that we want to be slower.
Oh,
Yeah, because you take less damage because they don't use rock
Yeah,
anymore.
because
we'll
then
only
she,
use tackle.
she switches to tackle when she's
Tackle
faster.
deals significantly less damage. Like we do have Charm here, which helps a lot, which lowers the opponent's attack by 2 stages. And these are all physical moves. But we don't actually end up needing it for Nose Pass because it's not going to use Rock Tomb on us, and Tackle does like 4. A high roll tackles 5 damage unless it crits. I'll heal here just for marathon safety because a crit does kill me.
That
Actually, I think a crit will only deal 7.
That tackle's doing 6 to you.
I'm a genius. Yeah, it is doing 6.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then a crit.
Yeah, of course. Classic.
Oh, it's because I messed up my notes a little bit by moving the level up indicator before the damage calculations. I should fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have stored power, and stored power is a real move. And the way that stored power works is it is a 20 power move, but every positive combat stage we have increases its base power by 20.
Oh,
and,
so it like doubles the effectiveness of your combat stage.
Yes. We actually end up for real using that to our benefit, like in like 2 fights, and we mostly use it as a 20 power stab move.
Ooh.
Wait, so I have a question. How are you gonna beat that Poochyena a little later on?
We have the god move HM01 cut.
Oh, right.
And that's why you don't use Modest Nature in this, I assume.
This would be super easy or super better, I guess, if we could just learn Echoed Voice. But Latias cannot scream.
It has such a tiny little mouth.
Exactly.
It just makes the little high-pitched noises, like in movie 5. It just goes. Ah!
I have to be careful to not hit the hiker at the end here, which is very easy to do.
Because you usually do it at any %.
Well, mostly because he can side spin on you, which is cringe.
Oh, yeah.
The good old Aura side spin.
Good old Gen 6 spinner mechanic.
It's only Oras, it doesn't happen on XY. Alright, so we're going to repel. Heal to full. And teach our endgame move here, cut. It is not actually an endgame move. We will get rid of it later. Spoiler alert.
Wow, you have a real move now.
I know!
And it's
exciting.
like, what, 50 base power?
I'm gonna save here just in case I get crit.
Just in case you miss 95% accurate cut?
Yeah, also cut is only 95% accurate, which is so cool.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
I love accuracy in this game.
95% accuracy, more like 20% accuracy.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, Sorry, go ahead.
Just don't roll a natural 1. Easy.
I only root TAMs in this game that are take super effective damage from Dark, which is like half the Pokemon you fight in this game. I don't know why I do this to myself. Alright, that was optimal. I just didn't get attacked. That's the best fight. I don't have to heal later now.
That is what the kids would call optimal.
Yeah.
Easy clap.
Alright. Now we're gonna head over to Brawly's gym, which we are super effective against. So that's cool. But we don't have any good moves, so that's less cool.
Yeah, so your psychic type move, Psy Wave, doesn't
no,
technically
we have stored power. We have stored power.
Yeah, stored power now.
That's 30 damage. There's 30 base power doubled, I'll have you know. Or 20 base power stab doubled, but
yeah.
I'm gonna go up here for safe, just to be safe and quick.
What would be the equivalent? That'd be like, let's see here. That'd be like the equivalent of you using Swift.
No, that'd be better because we get the Silk Scarf.
Yeah. I was trying to think of just like a 60 power move.
Spoiler alert for later on too. We only really use 3 different held items in this game, or this run.
Normal.
And there's some well, so the last one I did was we don't actually use a take advantage of a held item for most of the run. There just doesn't end up being ones that are that good. There are probably a couple fights that I could optimize more using Mega Evolution, which we will see a lot later. But as it is right now, you don't need it, so.
Yeah, and then in the normal any % route, we'll take advantage of the held items that boost a certain type's move power by 20%, and that's usually the Silk Scarf, which is for normal types, Soft Sand for ground types, and then the Mystic Water for water types. I guess a Psychic would be the odd.
You can get the odd incense, but it's really expensive, and it's not really worth it. Originally I brewed around it, but I found that didn't really matter that much.
I could see you using the Mystic Water because I assume you're going to teach Surf.
We do not use the Mystic Water.
You do not?
We do not use the Mystic Water. We don't need it. Because what you have to remember is that this is the ultimate Latias. This is the dream Latias. It has perfect IVs.
Dream.
So we don't actually need the Mystic Water to hit
regular Latiases, which only have 3 stats that are perfect.
Exactly. Well, it also has a good nature too. So like, because we have the highest, because we have Latios damage here, like bad Latios damage, we can get away without needing a lot of it.
You do have a good nature. So you have a very mid-tier Latios.
Yeah, the mid game of this is just like good regular any % mid game simulator. Except for we do have slightly higher level. Because the fun thing about rooting legendaries is they tend to be, I don't know if they all are, but at least most of them are in the
slow experience curve.
And the slow experience curve stinks. Granted, I did just root. I did do Driftwood before this, which is like one of the 24 Pokemon with Fluctuating, which also sucks.
Ugh.
Yeah, Fluctuating's terrible.
Yeah,
I don't know why Driftwood was Fluctuating. It's super lame.
Like your
Latios should be slow too, right?
Your 1.8 times experience is putting you basically on par experience, like level-wise with Mudkip.
Yeah.
Yo, Silk Scarf Gaming, let's go.
Silk Scarf Gaming, let's go. This Ace Trainer is very kind. He's just like, wow. Would you like this fashionable piece? Any Pokemon can wear it.
Yeah, like experience group is like something that I feel like is underrated, or like you don't think about when you pick a Pokemon to do with Tam. You're just like, oh, I love whatever Pokemon. I'm gonna do that, and then you're like, oh crap, I don't actually get any experience. So Metatype is Psychic Fighting, so we are going to use Cut against Metatype. That's why we equip it now, because Cut is 50 base power, I think.
Which now makes it 60 base with your Silk Scarf.
Like cool double protect. Has only used Endure and Protect so far. I might have meditated once. Yeah, so that's 60 base power with our Silk Scarf, whereas stored power is going to be 30 because it's not doubled. So.
Woo, 3 damage from Confusion.
For Hideki coming up here.
Hideki! Oh my god, is he bad or is he easy? Or are we
He's not too bad. I'll save just in case, but he should be fine. It's not like Drifblim where you use Gust twice and you win.
Okay, yeah.
But so stored power is going to be 30 because of its stab, and then doubled to 60, so it is the same effectiveness against Hideki Machop as
Cut, but you have the 100% accuracy.
Yeah, but it's 100% accurate. But in exchange, you do get the super effective tech, so it is technically slower.
But as we've said for every single any percent run, his only attacking move is Low Sweep, which is a fighting type move that lowers your speed. It is not very effective against you, and you are very fast.
Yeah, so that's nice. Yeah, it does take 40, so that's cool. I don't think there's actually a way you can die here, but you know what? I've died on Hideki way too many times to risk it.
Yeah, I guess if he focus energies turn 1 and then proceeds to crit the next 2 times, maybe.
Oh,
but
here,
because of your good stats, like, you should be fine.
It looked like Low Sweep barely did any damage, so even with the crit, it'd still be rare.
And that was a pretty aggressively low-sweeping Hideki.
You would probably have to get crit 4 times to possibly die. Yeah. Even then, I don't know. Again, Metatype, we're just going to spam Cut again. Now we are higher level, so we're doing even more damage. Wow.
Wow.
It is possible that for some of these fights, they can be optimized with good Psywave rolls. I didn't look into it.
Why would you ever want to?
Because I hate Psywave.
Psywave. Yeah. That is in the never again tier in terms of
moves. Absolutely.
I'm sure you will never route another Tam that says, oh yeah, use Psywave.
This
Yeah,
is a
no,
range.
thanks, Rob.
Alright, cool. Hit the range. I don't actually know what that range is, but it is a range.
Looks like a good range to me.
Hooray
since
for
you hit it.
ranges! If you've never heard a Pokemon run before, a range is like rolling a 16-sided die, and the Pokemon does
Thank
a
you,
little
Swiftaloo.
more or a little less damage, and we calculate that. That's a range.
Yeah, most of the time in like a typical Pokemon speedrun, we'll route like so when you hear like 15 out of 16, which is probably the most common range, that means it has I think 93 or something like that, something higher than that
93%.
percent chance.
Yeah, just don't roll a 1.
Alright,
You
so Brawly has
Brawly.
a move called Knockoff, and Knockoff is 65 base power range on 6, I think, either 60 or 65. And I think it does 1.5 times damage if you have a held item. And so the safety strat to do here is you unequip the Silk Scarf, because 2 stored powers is a 90.23% range.
Solid, you would go for that.
We're just gonna not die.
Just don't die. That's the game plan.
Yeah, and Brawly,
Knockoff is
Brawly
Dark type, which we're weak to.
Yeah, and Brawly cheats. He can tell if you're holding an item, and it doesn't matter if it's a beautiful silk scarf around your neck, or if it's like an orange berry in your back pocket. Like, he knows.
Yeah, you pretty much only die to a crit too, so like... Alright, we hit the range, it's good, because if we don't hit the range, then
Then you have to start using cut, because you were out of PP.
Well, cut does the same amount of damage. It's just, the problem is that he heals. That's slow.
Yeah.
I actually have to edit these notes because it says to use cut. If you don't want to risk the range, but you really should do Psy Shock there. Or Psy Wave, whatever it is, whichever one it is. Alright, so now we do some boring stuff, where we like go talk to Steven. So if there are any donations, this would be a very good time for some donations.
We're almost up to $800 I see on the tracker, which is awesome.
That is awesome.
Sorry, I was a bit away. Let me refresh everything. We don't have any donation for the moment, but as a reminder, this marathon is a fundraiser for Amoeba UK, which is a member of Peter Diversity and a speedrunner in general of Pokémon game and other games, and he was recently a victim of a burglary, losing almost all his speed gaming equipment, being his stream setup, console, and even a few games. So yeah, we decided to put together this marathon in order to help him recover from the loss. He is very thankful for everyone who donates and for everyone who organized this marathon. So thank you everyone for your support, and hopefully we can soon reach our goal and help Omega, which is an awesome person, to recover his loss.
Yeah, Amoeba's totally awesome. Like, definitely want to help him out.
We have a bunch of incentives coming up later today too. There's name the Charmander, name the Squirtle for the Leaf Green race. So there's the Hat Kid die. So you should get donations in for those before those close, because those are both. Also, the Hat Kid die, we picked the top 2 dies, and all the dies are good. So you should pick dies.
I might have to pitch in for that. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, May, I actually have 2 comments. One, we don't repel through this area anymore.
So Poker Guy tested this, and if you get 1 encounter, it's the same amount of time as picking up the repel.
Super repel.
I think it's like slightly faster than picking up the repel. If you get 2 encounters, it's slower.
So it's just worth the risk. And if you get 0 encounters,
then you save time. Yeah.
And then the other thing.
And then also, sorry, go ahead.
It just depends on the risk you're willing to take, because like, at least for the mudkip, like if you have a slow mudkip, you can't actually flee from some of these encounters. So like, you probably want to take the repel.
Not a problem for Latias though. Latias is so fast. I literally buy 0 X speeds in this entire run. It's great.
That's excellent. I also thought this was a good time to ask you about your trade alt main experience in Oras, because obviously we've done a ton of runs as a community in Sword and Shield.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm finding this optional intentionally to hit a level 14. I might root this out later, I don't know. Because I do have an extremely... This makes the 2-shot ranges for the museum fights a lot better, because the museum fights are horrendously bad. The strategy I do for them is extremely cursed.
You're bullying the poor Ziggy.
He's just playing in the sand.
Okay.
In the soft sand.
Also, I should say, Cut actually does not do the same amount of damage as Stored Power, because it's special versus physical.
Oh, nice crit.
I actually lied. But we do need the PP, so, you know.
How many TAMs have you done in Oras?
2.
Just this and Drift
And Driftblim, yeah, I've routed 2 of them. This one was way easier to root, because I had already rooted one, I will say.
Nice.
So I copied essentially my notes for Driftblim and then changed everything. So there are a lot of points where it was just like, by the way, if you crit here, you die. By the way, use Gust here. And it's like, I don't think that's true. Unburden kicks, when Unburden kicks, then you outspeed. Oh yes, my favorite ability for Latias, Unburden. Side note, our ability is not that useful.
Is it
Might be a
Levitate?
really good, yeah, it's Levitate. It's a really good ability, but it doesn't actually help that much. Alright, let's go shopping.
Ooh, shopping.
Shopping!
This is a lot of items
Nope.
that we're buying.
Yeah, we probably don't need to buy all of them, to be honest. It's a lot of notes that I copied from Driftblim. It's more for safety.
1x attack, 11 spatak.
These are important. These 2 revives are actually critical. That might be messed up. We'll see.
It looks right to me, at least compared to the notes. don't know
I
if
just
you
trust you.
amount of money.
I trust
Yeah.
you routing.
I'm just gonna trust
think
you.
I
routing.
haven't- I think I might be $1,000 short. I think I might have screwed something up. We'll see. I need to heal the full here. There's a way to fix it if I did. It feels slightly short compared to what I expect for in any percent, because we do a similar thing, but
In Alpha Sapphire, these fights are bad with Mudkip.
and yeah, they're still bad. So the strategy for
so we
this
have
fight,
Team Aqua has a bunch of Carvanos.
the strategy for
and-
this fight is we use Cut a lot because we can't use any Psychic moves on half these frickin' Actually, yeah, on half these Pokemon.
Because they're Dark type.
And if we die, like we did there, don't worry, I have an ace in the hole here. Oh wait, Mudkip was faded.
Uh-oh.
That's the thing that I should add to my notes.
Revive Mudkip.
Revive Mudkip.
Yeah, that might be
Fine, I have 2 revives for a reason.
Did you say before this fight?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, you did say that those revives were critical.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what for, because it sounded like you needed to use those 2 specifically.
Yes, my ace in the hole, dying.
I've never actually gotten here with Mudkip dead before. Because Mudkip died in that double battle, and usually it doesn't.
I was
But
gonna
I
say
rolled-
you could just pick
That's
up
some bad,
the-
that's some stinky rolls.
I mean, you could just also pick up the spare revive, but I don't know if you already do that.
The one north of here?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pick it up just in case I've screwed up my money routing again. Which I thought I fixed, so... Alright. Also, it won't always, like, kill us here. It'll sometimes just use focus energy, which is awesome. Not today. Alright, so part of the problem with this fight is the strat... This only works once. And we do have to kill 2 of these. Also, it's really easy to waste your revive.
Yeah, Assurance is a very dangerous move. It's 65 base power dark, and it does double damage if you take damage before it's used. And you are very fast, so you will be doing damage to things that will then be like, haha, my Assurance is now double damage.
Oh yeah,
and
it
super
fully
effective.
murders us no matter what. It's awful.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Pokemon that have Assurance throughout the run, especially not just the Carvanas, but the Mightyenas we see as well.
That's what the revives were for.
Yep.
I'm just spoiled by Omega Ruby because these fights are real easy.
There's
These
a good
fights
argument to be
could
made.
Go wrong, but like, yeah, in Omega Ruby, these are not nearly as dangerous.
All right, please don't crit me. Oh yeah, also it'll do that. That's a cool little added bonus. A nice thing is that the second one is not as dangerous. It still sucks though. It's still bad. Heck yeah, I love this game.
Yep.
The classic Supersonic.
All right, we're gonna heal again. This is probably the worst set of fights in the run.
Yeah, even the Zubat has Dark-type Bite, which is 60 base power.
Museum is just bad though in like every run. It's just a terrible section in Alpha Sapphire.
Yep. Some people think it's Rival 2, but those people are also wrong.
Rival 2 is like annoying. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Please don't
Rival 2 is just... Rival 2
Okay,
is
that's
just
good.
annoying
That's
with
good.
bad
Just don't
stats.
miss. All right, we did it. We got through Museum.
All right, let's go.
Gaming.
So we are gonna go heal at the center because we need all of our PP back. I might change that, to be honest, in the future, to just grab the ether. That would be better. I should do that.
The one you skipped way back in the forest?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Archie. He calls his lackeys simps. So
He does call them simps. He's banned from Twitch.
Banned from Twitch.
Banned from Twitch. And then but before we do the Rival 2, which is actually pretty easy. Rival 2 is pretty easy.
I mean, you are using a legendary Pokemon.
Yeah. And it's one of the few fights where we actually take advantage of stored power. However, Grovyle is I think, the only Pokemon that speed ties us.
Yeah, Grovyle is very fast.
Yeah, it's extremely quick.
It has like really high base speed. I'm pretty sure. Something like
So we're
that.
gonna quickly
tried
PC
using-
heal.
I tried
Oh, you're
using
dead.
Sceptile in a Sword Shield any percent with DLC run, and it ended up being very bad because it has very awkward stats because the special physical split didn't exist in Gen 3, so they really did Sceptile pretty dirty.
Any Latias fans in chat?
Yo.
Hey
over
yo.
here. Hey yo.
Any Altaria fans in chat?
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Sparkle. Shelty 2 Glod.
Sorry, I haven't given Shelty $50 yet for access to the
Alright,
Glod.
I'll
even though it's
Glod
very
while I
good.
mash with one hand.
Please, do it for me. I just love you, Cloudbird.
It's so good. It's one of my favorite,
Yes. One of my favorite
I was-
evolutions.
I was not a huge Altaria fan, and then I have like become a large Swablu Altaria fan over time.
It is a bird and it's a cloud, which is like two of my favorite things.
It was
Cloudy
never
bird.
birdly enough for me, was the thing.
Yeah, it is a bit more. I mean, and that was appealing for me. It's like, oh wow, look at how cloud it is.
It is fairy cloud.
Look at how it just floats there. It's not even
It
like
is-
flapping its wings. It's literally just floating there like a
Well,
cloud,
all the flying Pokemon just float in this game.
which is so cute.
I love it. People hate it, but I love it. Yeah, so like Gen 3 is where they introduced weather, which is why they introduced the weather Pokemon Altaria,
The weather Pokemon.
the weather Pokemon. So the Pokefan fight is annoying with anything that isn't
That isn't a ground type.
That isn't a ground type. It's quite annoying. That's why I bought all those paralyzed heals.
I mean, at least you're not a flying type.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe their only attacking move is Spark, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
Yeah, Spark has a 30% chance to paralyze you, which is really
got an
cool.
encore.
Because they
Yeah,
changed this. This fight was gimmicky in the originals, and they changed it to be gimmicky in this game. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sanjay, continue.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you're a ground type, all they do is just swap
Swap
items
those berries
with you.
around.
Yeah,
It's weird because, like, in the original game, sorry.
send you gifts or encore you or whatever.
Yeah. It's like in the original game, it was supposed to show off like plus and minus, because it's a double. And in this game, they made it a single. Oh, that's a good crit, actually. In this game, they made it just a singles battle, but they just shift items around, which is like annoying because it does take away our Silk Scarf, which can lose time, but it's fine.
Yeah, they have these weird moves called Bestow and Switcheroo, and you do you. Right, it's time for Rival 2.
Rival 2 is not bad. There's like one move that's like kind of scary. It is called Pursuit, but we should be fine unless we get like we only have to set up 2 turns. Is the thing.
Pursuit is a Dark type move. Hooray!
Because this
It
again,
does-
that's the first fight where stored power is actually going to be like a real move for us. It's going to be 60 base power.
Pursuit does double damage if you try to switch out, but who
and it
switches
hits
out?
before you switch out. Is this
It's mainly that
gimmick.
it's dark type,
Yeah.
and it is a speed type. That's the only reason why it's a problem.
This is the first fight that we have access to X items, most importantly, so that's where stored power is really going to start coming into its own.
Now we're 40 base power. So now we're 60 base power. And again, that's all stab, so each one is actually increasing it by 30. Cool. Like also, it's a speed type, and we do have 2-shot Grovyle. It's just not really worth one-shotting, because like, the only way you die is if things go horrendously badly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too much of a risk there.
That's a little scary. I don't actually know how much damage Whalmer does. I assume it's not much, because we're a dragon type, but I don't know.
Also,
Didn't
you got very unlucky because Brendan has random AI, so he's not guaranteed
Yes.
to use pursuits.
Okay, if I had gotten confused there, I would have been very annoyed.
All I know is Wilmer has water pulse.
Love a
Oh, I
10%
know.
confused chance. Alright,
Yeah,
so that's
that-
Brendan 2. Not bad.
I've lost runs to getting confused via water pulse. It's very cool.
I have on Brendan 3, but not 2. I'm gonna grab the hidden revive in case my money rooting is messed up. Because that is my weakest aspect of rooting, is money rooting. Because I kind of wing it. Because I don't like doing it.
I hate shopping routing. Like, I just can't figure it out. I don't have a brain for it.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Fun fact,
We're not gonna grab any Lepas.
None.
We don't need them.
So you're doing Lepa skip.
Yeah, it's Lepa skip.
Yeah. Wow, what a great skip.
Ooh. A fun fact, I've actually never done the TAM ever before. Or
Shit,
in
it's
any
actually-
game.
Tam in this game's pretty fun. Because every Tam in this game's a nightmare. Because one thing that the one thing that being slow experience group is actually really nice for is that trade Pokemon disobey if you outlevel the number of badges you have, and each badge gives you an extra 20 levels of disobey. So you have to beat Roxanne under level 10. Or level 10 or below.
Yeah. Which is where a lot of TAMs, or like, I've done Wonder Trade races, and that can be an issue in those.
You just
which is
can't
why
hit
there's-
optionals.
Yeah, there's like a soft rule that you are allowed to use Mudkip through Roxanne just
Do I have enough
because
money?
of the obedience, but it's not as bad as like It's not as bad as BDSP's obedience level.
All right, so my money reading was right. We're good. I panicked for nothing. So
Hooray!
we're a mudkip now, because for whatever reason, we can learn bulldoze.
Wait, you can learn bulldoze?
We can learn
Yeah,
bulldoze.
what?
I almost thought that was a mistake for a second. I was like, why'd you get bulldoze?
We get bulldoze, which is actually fantastic.
I'm trying to imagine a Latias using bulldoze, like anime style.
Which
Like, does it
I
just
was
like fly into the ground and just?
when I root stuff, I pretty much pick up every money item that I can find, and then I bought like the odd essence. I thought that'd be useful. And then I got to Maulville, and I was like, I wonder if there's any like TM that's actually useful. And I looked at the list. I'm like, wait, why do we learn? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Because this is the we're not gonna use bulldoze that long, but it does just let us kind of wreck house throughout the entire electric
the entire disc, yes. Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna do the Swampert strat, which is, or not Swampert, the Marsh Stomp strat. Teach bulldoze, murder everything in the electric gym. Cool. And
bulldoze
yeah,
is much worse on us than it is on Swampert because
you're not a physical attacker.
we're not. I mean, we have 80 base, we have 80 base physical attack, so we are still
solid.
but we don't get stabbed.
Yeah, that base stat is usable for coverage.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think you don't give the soft sand to
No, we didn't grab the soft
Okay,
sand.
anyway.
It might be worth
Yeah.
it, but like, I think it saves a turn if we grab it, so I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah,
Between the menu.
and a turn is what, 7-8 seconds in that.
Yeah, it saves a
Realm.
turn, and there's no risk of us dying by not doing it, really. So. So yeah, this gym's pretty straightforward. If you've seen any percent, we do the same thing.
And
But we're gonna-
bulldoze.
It's like pretty much the exact same thing, but we do one more bulldoze, and we use a different X item.
Yeah, because you
That's-
don't need an X speed.
Yeah,
Ever.
we use an X attack instead. And then instead of using water gun to break sturdy, we'll use cut. So it's kind of a whole new ball game if you think about it.
Just don't miss cut.
Yeah, and it's nice that we outspeed everything in here. That's very annoying in slower, if you have a slower TAM, because that Magnemite will pretty much paralyze you first turn every turn. Which works for Drift Blend, because we just use a berry and then we outspeed because of
Really?
the burden. But,
I'm really glad nothing in this gym has levitate.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would suck.
Uh-huh.
It's a good thing the electric Pokemon with Levitate isn't until it is locked in Gen 5.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have Levitate. It's just Flying type. Right?
No,
Are we talking about
Electros
Emolga?
is... No, I'm talking about Electros.
Oh, Electros. Yeah, I was thinking about Emolga.
Emolga.
Disgusting.
The fun thing about this gym in any category is that all the Electrics have Quick Attack, which just loses time if they decide to do it.
Yeah, it's just...
I think they have random AI, so it's just like, do they decide to make you lose time?
25% chance. Woo.
Ooh.
They have 4 moves?
They might not either.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how many
Let me
moves they
check.
have. I just assume it's 4 moves.
I am not feeling inspired enough to look at the trainer data right now, so we'll leave that a mystery.
Oh yeah, Rotom Fan! So there is a flying type with Levitate, or electric type with Levitate at this point. That's true. Alright, we have a real move now. Dragon Breath is really good. We're gonna have Dragon Breath the entire rest of the game.
Woo.
Dragon Breath, very good. Dragon Breath is 60 base power Dragon type, so it's stab.
And it can
also
paralyze.
has a 30% chance to paralyze.
Very
Which
useful
is-
move.
Which is really good if you use it, and it's really bad if the opponent uses it. I really hope we don't see that one trainer that could do it to us do it. I sure hope that you will...
Is it the,
That you will
is it
avenge
the
me.
final spinner? Is it the Dragon Tamer? Who else would do it?
No, it would be the Ace Trainer Wilton, of course. And it's
Oh, that's not...
Bagon.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
We
I've
also have a
lost
dragon move. We're fast.
embarrassing amount of runs to that bag on.
So a couple weeks ago, I did Aura. You were there, I'm sure, May, just to see me embarrass myself with an Aura run, and I definitely got paralyzed by Wilton.
I never do. You're like so unlucky, I swear.
It's literally first time coming back in like 8 months, and I was like, yeah, Wilton just Dragon Breath paralyzed me. Very cool. Love this game.
Maybe it's just worse than in Omega Ruby. So this fight's weird because it's a Volt Switch fight because Game Freak loves a Volt Switch trainer for the Electric Gem.
Shoutouts to Gen 5.
So the annoying thing about this is that we're going to heal Paralysis here, and that's probably going to confuse Reyes. So we just need to ideally not hit ourselves would be cool. I'm really good at hitting myself. I did it 5 times in a row yesterday. Okay.
Oh, even worse, it's supersonic, and that's 55%.
We're gonna be a little weird on healing items here. We should be okay though. I'm not too worried. This run doesn't usually need that many healing items, which is not. Jesus. Alright, so that's 3 in a row?
Be really
4 in a row?
great if you could not hit yourself in confusion. It's stressing me out.
I think I was guaranteed to break out of that turn, I think, so.
I don't even know how long confusion can last.
Yeah, what's the max amount of turns?
I'm so good at hitting myself in confusion. On
Why are you hitting yourself, May? Why are you hitting yourself?
I forget which run I did. Was it? I think it was the Drift Blim run where I hit myself in confusion like 7 times in a row.
Confusion. Status condition. How many turns can you last? Random 2 to 5.
Yep. It's awesome.
They made it less of a chance for you to hit yourself in later
Gen
gens,
8.
like starting in Gen 8, it's like 33%, I think, instead of 50%.
30. It's actually like a horrible. It's like such a useless status effect in Gen 8.
Yeah, it's 1 in 3 to hit yourself. Gen 7 and onward,
No,
but it is.
It's less than 1 in 3.
No, it just says 33% chance.
Oh, I thought it was 30. I don't know anything. I'm a liar.
1 in 3 to hit through in later gens, Gen 7, but in this gen and before it's 50-50.
It's 1 in 3 to hit yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 in 3 to hit yourself.
Alright, am I gonna get a rock smash encounter?
Yeah, because you're playing Orasta.
I actually haven't got one in a while, so I'm overdue.
Okay.
No, I believe you won't get one.
I usually get an item. So you have a 1/3 chance of getting a rock smash encounter, you have 1/3 chance of getting an item, and you have 1/3 chance of nothing happening. Nothing happening is ideal.
You're gonna get can you even get a rare candy from this? What's the best item you can get?
Best item you can get is like a max ether. Which has saved runs for me in the past.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Nice little safety item.
Classic.
Aha! High five, May. We got it right.
You are fast though, so it's not like any sort of risk of running away.
I think if you're doing round 2, like you can skip like an elixir pickup or something if you get like an ether here.
That was spicy.
Nice job. That was perfect.
That was spicy.
That was definitely spicy.
You hesitated, but you did it correctly.
Well, normally I would like hit the rock and then line up with the rock, but
Yeah, you did. You did it
I
correctly.
thought I was gonna be seen there, and I panicked.
No, I thought the second pass you did was a little spicy because it's like, isn't that in the view range of that second trainer?
Second pass is safe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as you bonk into that rock, you're totally fine. You're lined up perfectly with the tile. But if you don't do it, even if you're like 1% in like his range, he'll see you.
Alright, we are gonna grab the persims. There's a good chance I forget to equip them. I did that yesterday. I love being 1 tile off and having to get off the bike. You don't have to get off the bike, but it's an easy way to check. And now it's T-Pat's best friend.
This is my best friend. This is Wilton. Wilton is an ace trainer, so his Pokemon have pretty decent stats, but most importantly, his gimmick is that he has 3 different ways to paralyze you. His Electrike has the ability Static, His Bagon has the move Dragon Breath, and his Makihita has Force Palm, all of which can paralyze you.
Alright, that's his turn.
That's his gimmick.
Joke's on you! I will not be using a contact move.
The proc static.
And I'm pretty sure you one-hit this Bagon. Oh, so
Well, you
got
think
Makihita
that-
second.
So, yeah, you get
I didn't
Makihita
know.
second. It depends on your party. Drifloom is the same thing.
The Makihita does like to use Fake Out turn 1, so that's why we like this setup. Wow, this fight looks a lot better as a Latias. and
Yeah, it's
not
easy.
a Marshtomp. Thank you for avenging me. I really appreciate that, May.
Let me murder Bagon, because we're at +1, and then it's Dragon Breath, so it's it's
makes
super
me-
effective, and it's 90 base.
Or
or-
Bagon.
Makes
60
me feel
base power
so
stab.
good. Like, just puts a smile on my face.
Alright. This
Thank
is
you, man.
Arun. He's going to tell us about secret bases. If we have any donations, this would be a great time.
I instinctively looked at the time because etiquette ruined me.
I think it's this is a bit slow.
It's a bit slow because you had to do the whole like
Reset 9 times
Yeah.
thing.
yeah. I didn't say if it was like slow or fast. I just said instinctively I looked at the time.
This would actually be kind of okay if that hadn't happened. In
I
terms
love
of like
secret bases. Haven't you ever done secret bases? They're like
secret
special tree
bases-
houses.
Secret bases is one of my favorite Pokemon mechanics. It's like The Sims.
I used to love them in Emerald. I never did it in Oras, at least not yet.
I never even did it in BDSP. I know you
Hey.
can in the underground.
Wait, does
What do
Diamond
we-
and Pearl have secret bases?
Yeah, in the underground.
What do you guys say whenever you get excited? I say exclamation point donate.
Explanation point donate!
Exclamation point donate.
Also, how
And
many
there's-
times have I died so far? Have you guys been keeping track?
3?
Okay.
Four?
You died to the Poochyena.
Yeah.
You died to the Lotad
to
and
the
the
double
Lotad.
fight, and then you had to reset it because you didn't have the right amount of experience.
I'll count that.
So that would be 3. I think that's it.
I'll donate $25.
No, I think you
No,
died
Daddy.
to the Carvanha, so that's
Yeah, so that's 4.
I'll donate $20 for every day.
Whoa.
Because we're already at 4.
I'll do 5 because I'm gonna also do some donating tomorrow. So see, between us, that's $100 already.
Yeah, we're making it happen here, folks. But you in chat, you should also be making it happen there. So we one-shot this Trapinch, which is cool. Mudkip could never. Actually, I think it might be. I don't think it's a range. I didn't actually calculate it, but I've never not hit it, so I assume
I didn't know it was Trapinch Tuesday already.
it's Trapinch. It's actually Latias Logs Day.
It's Trapinch Thursday. What are y'all talking about?
Can you say
This is a
that again?
range. This is a 15/16th range. Easy every time. That's it for this Roots fights. Now we just gotta do some movement and not choke.
Oh yeah, you just need to not hit
That
any of
wasn't
the
sa-
other
that wasn't
trainers on
safe.
this route because they are pretty packed in.
There's a lot, but once you know how to do it, it's fine.
Ugh. Yeah, I've hit the Parasol Girl by
Parasol
being
Girl
lined-
is the
by,
only
be-
really scary
by being
one.
lined up too far to the south, so she was like,
Yeah.
like biked into her vision. She's like, aha, and I'm like, God damn it.
I've hit her like, cause like usually I try to stop before like
You coast
I get
into
really
her.
close, and then I just like stop right in her vision. I'm just like,
Oh.
oh, okay.
The
Yeah, it's like half my,
slight mock bite mechanic where it does have like a little bit of like a slowdown. It doesn't have a speed up. This isn't the Gen 4 bike where you need like a wind up.
This fight's lame because we have 2 Pokemon, so it likes to roar. It won't always roar, but if it does, it just loses time because we can't attack with our secondary Pokemon, or else we would. Another fight where Bulldoze is useful though. It also has Protect. This fight's just obnoxious. It's like not scary, it's just slow. Yeah, so there you go. So now we gotta swap in. We gotta swap back in.
Rude.
It is
Yeah.
rude, I agree.
Wait, does XP matter?
It's fine.
Okay.
I don't think. I don't
No,
know
wait,
if
no,
this
you still got the
gen-
full.
Yeah, I don't
no,
think
you
this
still got
gen
the full XP.
splits the XP. I think you get full XP for participating.
Yeah. It shouldn't
Yeah.
be a problem.
Weird.
It's just
Thankfully, that's
we
a
lose
mechanic
time
that
of
changed.
tip leveling up, but it's fine. Nothing we could do about it unless Mudkip was dead. But that's for later.
That's for later.
Mudkip gets to live for now. There's not like a lot, like early on, there's not really a lot of value in killing Mudkip because you just get so many free heals, especially on this route where they just give you 2 for no reason.
Yeah, you get one before Wilton, you get one after Wilton.
It's nice, I guess. They
It
were
is-
like, this route's really long, so.
You picked up a very valuable item. That is a comet shard. You can sell that for $15,000.
For so much money for no reason.
And
This
it was
fight's-
just lying there on the ground. Hasn't anybody ever excavated that before?
This fight's stupid.
No.
Oh, this fight, yeah. So this is what the kids call a true double fight. We are going to be partnered with our rival, so we only control one Pokemon on the field, not 2.
True doubles are always bad in Pokemon
Yeah.
speedrunning.
They sure are.
Especially, starting in Gen 4, you can use X items on your main Pokemon, on your partner, like on either slot. But you can't, so ever since then, it's been like very valuable to have a regular true double fight and not a true double. Because you can't do that in a true double.
Yeah, because
True
you
double
just attack
stink.
with one and set up with the other.
Also, because your partner's AI is spectacularly bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Brendan
And he also
is...
leads Slugma in this fight, which is awful, which actually makes it beneficial to use Bulldoze, because it's like, dude, use your good Pokemon.
Unfortunately, though, he is going to send out Wailmer because Grimer's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brendan's dumb as rocks in this fight, and he once used Mega Drain instead of
Leaf Blade.
Leaf Blade on the final what's it called? The final Carvana, which saves the text of like.
He gained health.
I do no damage right now because of freaking Snarl. I actually should probably stop using
Rip.
Oh,
Rip
well, rip
Wailmer.
the Wailmer.
I'll use a
Oh
potion for
my.
safety.
I just saw how much HP.
It's mostly for the experience.
This fight's slightly different than Omega Ruby because instead of the Grimer, you have a coughing.
Yeah, which is worse.
Yeah,
Which is worse
quite
because you
slightly
can't
worse.
bulldoze it, but the coughing always self-destructs turn 1.
Yeah.
It doesn't have
Goodbye,
like,
Bulldoze.
yeah, it doesn't have any.
Oh, Miss Ball.
We now have
Now we're
Latias'
gaming.
signature move, which is like,
Yeah.
and the thing with Latias' signature move is it's pretty much saying it's like what if Psychic was worse? It doesn't have a chance to lower special defense. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, Miss Wall's 70 base power. It is 100 accurate, so it is psychic, but worse. And yeah,
But
you
it-
have a
but it can
50%
lower-
chance
yeah.
of lowering your opponent's special attack, which I
Which
mean,
isn't
if you're-
useful
Yeah.
in speedrunning. So that's the double. I have seen once that so Brendan at the end will pretty much always use Leaf Blade, which is annoying because it means he takes rough skin damage, which is slow. I did see once he used Mega Drain, which is very fast. Even though it does heal, because if he's already at full, then it doesn't matter, which he was.
That also makes it a legal move in Ironmon.
It does. Wait, no, it's still illegal.
Just close your eyes. You didn't heal off
okay.
that move.
Well, is it
And if you
technically
close
legal
your
if
eyes-
it's your true double opponent using, or I mean,
Yeah, they
partner
can
using
make
it?
it double. But yeah, so I've only seen it once ever, and it was on a run that was already bad, so that was cool. Brendan doesn't make any sense. There's a reason why we're the champion at the end of this game, but not Brendan.
Yeah, there's a reason why we're May and
Exactly.
Brendan isn't.
Exactly. So we're gonna say no to Brendan. I keep hitting yes in my practice runs because I just space out while I'm mashing.
Yes, my
And
favorite. I
it's-
love the
Backwards movement is better.
Is-
Everyone should
is
do
so
backwards
good.
movement. It's way more
Backwards move
fun.
is so good.
And it's more consistent. It is not technically optimal, but it is more fun.
It's not even that hard. Like, it's actually easier to dodge the trainers backwards than it is forward because you don't even go past that, like, the parasailer, because you just jump down the ledges, and it's so easy.
It's the best.
People only get tripped up by that last kid that's, like, running around in circles, but he's not
Not
even
a trainer,
so you don't even worry about him.
At first, I was like...
The worst part of that route is I usually get tripped up by the invisible Kecleon. That's like right at the end, and I just get stuck, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And it's like, "Oh, that's just the Kecleon."
My notes here to deposit Mudkip. I don't think that's.
I didn't even notice the invincible Kecleon in that.
Yeah,
on that
he's
route,
right.
That route's definitely scary.
I should buy stuff. That's what I'm wondering.
He's right. The Kecleon is right in the normal way. Is right before the first trainer, and he's way on the bottom of the route. So he's like below the ash pile, like right before the grass begins. And since I go like so far south, I'll usually just kind of like rub that corner.
I remember when T-Bat was trying to convince me to do backwards movement. I'm like, I'm not doing this. This looks annoying.
It's so good.
It's way more fun. I want to heal to full, and I want to use a max repel.
Nice one tile of grass. Not punished.
I wasn't even in the. I was like barely even in the tile.
Yeah,
it's fine. Yeah, this game is like no grass. They're like encounter protection, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, so you just go behind. Yeah,
it's rough.
Behind that trainer. That guy's not a trainer. And it's easy. And then you just stay up here so you dodge Brook.
Wait, that guy's not a trainer. The one that runs around in like the.
Nope. Nope. That kid is not. No. Everyone thinks they are. And then if you just hug the wall here, that guy can't see you. And then that hiker right there, that's like Notorious, is actually a rotator. So you get more time to see which way he's facing.
Yeah, I always find that spinners in this game, if you are attacking them at a corner, like if you have to go like diagonal across them, it's much easier because you just like, you kind of line up in that corner and wait for them to spin, and then you can either go in either direction.
I hate diagonal passes in this game.
I love diagonal passes.
I'm like, I never feel comfortable about them.
I actually always fly to Mauville City, like in my runs, and then just take that way. I never knew you can go this way.
The only thing that it is optimal and faster to take the fly to Mauville if you do not get a rock smashing counter, and that is the risk.
It's like 8 seconds faster, or 6 seconds faster, 8 seconds faster. I think it's 6 seconds faster if you don't get anything. It's 2 seconds faster if you get an item, and it's like 14 seconds slower if you get an encounter or something like that.
The only thing is that if you do the regular way, you do have to pass another spinner. There's that other kid right before the cable car that you would also have to wait for.
Yeah. So that's actually only in the optimal situation does that actually work out, which is why I think backwards movement's way more consistent.
Yeah, me and May are gonna we'll take this to our graves. Backwards movement is goated.
So another problem with Mist Ball, other than the fact that it's just like bad for speedrunning compared to Psychic, because it only has 5 PP.
Yeah, it's just Psychic but worse, because at least Psychic has 10. Are you gonna get Psychic in this run, or can Latias?
We do. We do get Psychic.
Hooray!
Very late.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't get
it. Learns it very late. Because we also, again, we're not leveling that quickly.
Hey. Hooray, slow.
Our level up list is not the majority of moves that we're going to use during this run. It's like 3 moves.
Nope.
Having Mist Ball here is cool, though. Because we don't have to worry about this Grimer. It's really obnoxious in any percent because it has Minimize and it has Disable, and it's just, it can go really badly. It's not an issue in this.
Hooray!
The Coughing's in Omega Ruby are so bad. This section is terrible.
It's like, hey buddy, do you want to self-destruct for me? Or of course, like when I play, it's like turn 6.
It's one of 2 fights. It's actually better in Alpha Sapphire.
I had a run where like Coughing refused to self-destruct, and it would always just like try to assurance me for like 10 turns, and then I ran out of strength PP, and I was like.
We're gonna save here because Mighty Ina. If Mighty Ina crits me, turn 2, it's bad. We lose. If Mighty Ina doesn't crit me turn 2, it's okay. If Mighty Ina uses double swagger, it's usually fine.
Okay, yeah.
There's like only one real way this fight goes super badly.
Yeah, this Archie's Mightyena is the lead here. Tends to like to use Swagger a lot, so that's why the Person Berry is to just cure that off. Since I assume you're not going to be using a physical attacking move, you don't actually get the benefit of the increased attack.
We do not. It is in fact just bad for us.
Yeah. Marshtomp be like, yes, I will take that double attack boost. Thank you. Yeah, Big Mean Doggo likes to use Dark type move. And...
Alright, good Swagger dodge. We should be okay.
Oh, that's gaming.
That is gaming.
That's ungaming.
Oh.
I forgot it has Roar.
That is, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Deposit Mudkip. Haha.
I forgot it had Roar.
I didn't even know it had Roar, honestly.
That's on my notes. Say Deposit Mudkip.
Yeah.
It's fine. We have a backup strat for this.
Backups. Oh, the backup strat is to just.
The good old backup strat.
Yeah.
Please don't roar me turn 1.
Yeah, it's gonna be Sack Mudkip here, so you cannot get roared.
Yeah.
I forget AI likes to just randomly roar you, or if you're setting up too much, it's gonna be like, nah, get out of here.
I need those X special attacks, so.
Yeah, it's not negotiable to keep trying to set up.
Yeah, I didn't withdraw Mudkip yesterday, and I wasn't punished for it, so I didn't think about it. Good thing to edit on my route, because it says deposit, and it never says to undeposit, which we do need it, so.
Well, it's just learning for next time.
They're just ironing out the little details for this run.
Cool. Goodbye,
and
Mudkip.
if you want a free world record by defeating May in Latias,
yeah, there you go.
You can
this run's real bad, so.
And this run is kind of invalid too. Don't mind the details. Well, you edited on the fly, remember?
Oh yeah. I just edited the trainer ID. It's fine.
That's fine. I'm sure the leaderboard mods won't mind.
The so-called leaderboard mods. I actually don't know Fly. Alright, so we're fine now.
Hooray! Hooray for winning and gaming!
Does that count as a death? Do you want to count that as a death?
Yeah, because you got roared.
Yeah.
Alright, is that 5?
Yeah, that's 5.
Well, you could call it death/reset, pretty much.
I mean, you reset because, you would have effectively died by not having enough X special attacks down the road.
Yeah, that's true. He's gonna take his time out. That was bad mashing. You can mash that really fast if you're good. It's very satisfying. Blink.
Yeah, I can't imagine how you mash in this game. It must be really painful on your hands, I'm sure.
Oh, I should say, if you do want to do this trade-off main, and you kind of have to potato cam it on a real 3DS, because unless your computer functions differently than mine, on my computer, when I tried to do Pokemon Ami, it was like 4 frames per second. It was horrible.
Oh, no.
I was trying to test some stuff on Ami, and I ended up just, like, grabbing my regular DS and doing it there. We're gonna grab this free heal here, which is nice that it's here. That's just to get our, that's just to get all of our PP back. Because, if we want to heal the full anyways, so it's faster than menuing. For if we need to both use a Leppa and grab the Leppa, use it, heal. Mudkip's in slot 1.
Mudkip is in slot 1 right now.
So cool thing about this game... Oh wait, no, Mudkip's healed now!
Yes, that's why.
Hello, encounter.
Better here than in an actual fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what the kids would call a repel trick.
I could also...
If your lead Pokemon is... If the encountered Pokemon would be at a equal or higher level than your lead alive Pokemon, it could hit you through repel.
So I also have a very good graphics card, but for whatever reason, like, the Pokemon, like, Oras is fine, There's a couple Pokemon that really speed down the game for some reason, and then Ami is just horrendous. I don't know why. That was
Sometimes
super
repel tricking is useful in speedruns. Just ask the Heart Gold Soul Silver speedrunners.
It's not in this game. Also, even if it's not your first alive slot, it's literally slot 1. So like in Drift and Maltmane, we lead Mudkip for a fight to use Growl a bit, and then we have to switch it out or else we will get encounters even though it faints.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it also counted the fainted Pokemon.
It's really annoying.
That's annoying because I know that's not the case in Crystal when I do randomizers. Like you can have dead Pokemon in slot 1.
Worth trying for yourself. Maybe it works better on NVIDIA cards too, because I have an AMD card, so. All right.
You actually had some pretty good spinners, by the way.
Yeah, those were really good cycles.
Those were very kind.
Is Flannery a bulldoze and win type of
We don't
gym?
have Bulldoze anymore.
No
Oh yeah,
bulldoze.
oh yeah. We have Dragon Breath. And
We have Mist Ball.
Mist Ball.
Right?
I forgot we threw out Bulldoze.
Yeah, because Flannery has a Torkoal, which has insanely high physical defense. Haha, we don't have to hit you with physical anything anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dragon Breath is neutral against all of these, so it does the trick. Any Corvim Oz in chat?
Hold on. I got this.
Did I move? I might have moved up to replace it with whatever.
Yeah, I only have A.
Yeah, I moved up to replace it with whatever.
I have an A.
For all the millionaires out there.
Is this good enough?
Yeah, louder.
It just looks like an aw.
There you go, y'all.
Oh yeah. Ah. I mean, I do have Corvin, whatever.
Yeah.
I showed one of my friends that emo, and she was just like,
Did you
it
were
was just
on
like, I hate it, I love it.
friggin' Halkari's response to it yesterday was iconic.
I'm leaving chat now.
Wait, what did he say about it?
He was just like,
you
he's
have
like,
a Melly emote?
He's like, I'm closing chat now.
It was so funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, so this Numal's gonna set up Sunny Day. That's fine. Fire
That
doesn't do
Melly fight
damage
isn't
to
even
us.
that bad anymore. We've kind of figured it out.
Everyone just hates Melly because they hate to see a day boss win. We do two-shot the Torkoal. Or three-shot if we hit it into heal range like we did there.
This Torkoal doesn't have a trap, right?
No.
Unlike the
Doesn't matter.
No.
movie.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't
yeah.
matter anyways, but
That must help
Nice thing about
for
Light
the,
is it's always
that
a
must help
girl.
for the Delcatty too.
It doesn't matter for the Delcatty.
Yeah.
We two-shot it, and we outspeed. And the first turn's always setting up an X accuracy.
oh, true.
Oh, that feels so good.
I hate that Delcatty so much.
I
Sure,
hate that
O-Power. If you hate that Delcatty, run O-Powers.
So what is O-Powers? I've had this explained to me and I still don't understand.
So O-Powers are one of the apps in the Pokenav is lets you use O-Powers, and essentially they over time you get charged in like this battery, and then you can use them to get certain effects. And there's a bunch of different ones. There's one that there's one for each stat, and it boosts it by, or one that boosts your offensive stats by one stage each for the next fight you do. I don't want to say no. I want to actually go there. There's one that boosts your defensive stats by one stage for the next fight you do. There's one that boosts your speed by one stage. There's one that makes eggs hatch faster. There's a bunch of different ones. You get them by doing various things throughout the game. And it was for the longest time thought that you needed to communicate with somebody else to use them, because the whole point is you share them and then other people nearby on Street Pass get the effect as well.
Oh yeah, because Nintendo's whole thing with the DS was just walk around in the street and
was
someone
cool.
else might have a DS, and
I thought
wow,
that was cool at times, but and like as you use them more, they level up. So like eventually you get one that just gives you 3 stages of them.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Also, Miss Ball reduces special attack, not special defense, by the way. We missed.
Yeah, it's Luster Purge that could lower special defense, which
is
we
more
never
useful.
see because every time we use Luster Purge, we kill.
Yeah.
Hooray! That Delcatty was easy gaming. Are you gonna have trouble with anything in this gym?
This is a range to 2-shot.
Okay, well, I see you're taking the same path, which would make this the heal room.
Yeah, O-powers are nice, or make a lot of fights a lot easier because you can essentially get a free X item before them. But you have to use them sparingly because you don't have an infinite amount. That was the wrong move.
Well, now
I know it's really good in the X with all powers just because the Halucha attach is really
it's
good.
Fine. You just covered the range.
Exactly, it's not a range now.
Easy.
Easy.
Are you? Please tell me you're not going to give the Zangoose a chance to Crush Claw you.
No.
Good, because that would be scary if you did.
I think we would die.
I am pretty sure you would get automatically critical hits and die.
Heck, it's not an automatic critical hit. It's just I think it's just very likely, I want to say.
Yeah.
Maybe it's retaliate. One of them is an automatic critical hit. I am going to save, though. And that is because this is a 97.66% range.
And if you get Clutch Clawed,
not including
hit,
crits,
you will die.
Not including crits.
This is...
Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah. You would get murdered.
Yeah.
This is the Oko room. This guy will set up a dire hit, which increases its critical hit stage by 2 stages. And I don't know how evasion and and crit stages work. Okay, that was a great first hit.
Gaming.
Good.
Yeah, that room's usually fine, but it can be kind of troll.
Like if he uses slash with the dire hit, I think it's an automatic crit. But now we've made it to Dad.
This is our other stored power fight.
Dad, my
is like
beloved.
not that bad.
Because you're going to take advantage of having to set up a whole bunch of X items, and that's what stored power's effectiveness comes into play.
So it will in fact be better than Miss Ball by 10 power. And the problem is that Slacking does no feint attack, and that does hurt.
That certainly would.
It doesn't like to use it though, which is a nice thing. It likes to encore.
But you're like 130 base special defense.
It still hurts.
It's
I didn't say it wouldn't, but yeah.
It's got 670
still slacking,
base
base
stats.
Also, isn't it a physical move?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure feint attack is physical, and it doesn't miss.
Feint attack. You're right, it is physical.
Yeah. I think it says defense. We're gonna set up 3 of these. Truant comes in very useful for this fight. It's the only reason it really works for Mudkip. It's not as big a video for this, but it just means that we get way more time to set up than we would otherwise. Yeah, so... Ow!
Yeah.
That's not the right move.
Oh no. At least it doesn't hit for all your HP.
I'll just safety heal here, it's fine.
At least I didn't do that much.
I thought
it would do more.
Yeah, it wastes 2 turns. But it's okay. We're using Awakening.
Yeah, there's just a weird flow to this fight where it's like you want to cure off the sleep on the Slacking's attacking turn so it doesn't yawn you again.
It doesn't actually matter in this, now that I think about it more, because we do 1-shot, we don't 2-shot.
Yeah. Hey, that's the level you get Latias at.
Yes. So we will end up, by the time we get our false imposter sus Latias, we will be 2 levels higher than what you get it at. So that's huge. It is nice. It does. We do level it by quite a bit because of the bonus experience we get, but by the time we stop using it, but it is funny that by using it from the start, we start with 2 extra levels. That's Norman. Not a hard fight. Just don't get crit. Turn 2, essentially.
Just don't get crit. That's classic.
There's a
Norman in
period
general, though.
when I was running Omega Ruby where I didn't get past Norman for 2 weeks because he'd always crit me or something went wrong. Or Norman.
I lost my best pace run to a crit.
Yeah, I
Norman.
never lose. The thing with running Alpha Sapphire is that Norman would always be like, I would almost never lose but good pace runs to Norman. But then I would lose it to Latias, just being bad. Because if you have a slow Latias, you just lose like a minute 30.
At the time I was on world record pace, it wouldn't be world record now because Pokeguy and Head Bob are insane. But at the time it was world record pace, and I actually got crit on slacking 2, which feels really bad.
Yeah. We don't give slacking a chance to hit us, which is very good here.
Yeah, why don't I just use trade alt main Latios in my game?
Because that would be, I mean, the early game would still suck.
But it would be so much easier. It would be
the early game would
fast.
still, I mean, I assume that Latias is a pretty similar learn set, so the early game would still suck. Unless you learn anything good.
Yeah, early game would suck, but once you get moves, like,
Pretty
you'll
sure
have a
early
much
game would be
easier time.
identical. Except
You
there
do
would
have
be
a
easier
no
time.
ranges because the attack and defense stats are flopped.
Yeah.
We do have some cutscenes here. I'm gonna teach a bunch of HMs to Mudkip, and then we have cutscenes before the Aqua Double. So if there are any donations, now would be a good time for those.
We indeed have one new donation from Spider Sish with $10 with no comments. Thank you very much. As a reminder, we also have, if you want a lot of incentive, you can donate to Orange. So for the Pokemon Leaf Green Ironmon, you can name the Charmander. At the moment, Strix is in the lead, is in a large lead, followed by Sprinkles. In a more closer race, we have the Name the Squirtle incentive, where we have the name DN at $10, a Turtle at $7, and Lewis at $5, and you can even donate for another name if you want. And finally, coming back a bit later, we also have the incentive for a hat in time, where you can choose the die for the hat kid. And at the moment, Cutie Dangerous is in the lead with $25.
Incentives would be a good command. Sanjan, can you add that? I'll give you the link.
Just trying to see what they are so I can see everything that we got going on. There is also an incentive at the end of the marathon that Amiibo will do a Emerald blindfolded.
Yeah, we want to see that.
That is gonna be spicy.
I've been promised that it will be a disaster. So if you want more disaster than just this, then yeah. Or so Latios and Latias have a much better early game learn set in XY than they do in RS. It's awesome. Like you look at, they learn. It's a much weirder one. Some moves they learn way later, and some moves they learn way earlier. I don't know why they changed it so tremendously between the two games. Yeah, this is the Southern Island, or the Eos Island, depending on what you want to call it.
That was a nice little ride you had on
Latios. This is where we get our second Latias, the Imposter Latias.
I can't wait to see a Corvum sus emote, and it's just Latias.
Alright, Dragon Dance at 7 could be useful with stored power. We will check Latias' stats to see if it is bad. Generally, when I do TAMs, I either get the worst legendaries or the best legendaries.
This would be a good time. This would be a good time for a prediction if your imposter Latias will be good or bad. I think you're gonna have a good one.
Yeah, I've been getting good ones. I was getting amazing Kyogres on practice runs. Like the last one I got was like plus max speed, max special attack, plus special attack minus defense. It was the ultimate pre-timing change. Also, even though we have Surf now, which is a move that we do use, and also hopefully Zen Headbutt hits. Okay, Steven missed Zen Headbutt 3 times for me practicing yesterday.
That's like a 90% accuracy.
It is a 90% accuracy move. It was awesome. It was so cool.
Nice 1 in 1,000. That's like 4 times the odds of a shiny Pokemon.
Alright, so that's the optimal version of that. We're level 32 now. We don't want to teach Recover, which I swear it asked us if we wanted to learn earlier as well. I think Recover's on its learn set twice. Unless it's a different move than I'm thinking of. I don't know.
Wait, what's this link you sent me for? What's the...
Add a
Oh, am I
command
looking at the...
for incentives. Because you're
Okay.
a mod. And I'm doing a run.
And I'm not a mod, I'm just here.
Yeah, even though we Surf is available to us, we don't really want to teach it yet. There's other moves that are more useful. I don't think it was Heal Pulse. I don't think it was Heal Pulse. Was it? I don't know. Maybe that is what I'm thinking of.
I think it's Heal Pulse. Heal Pulse 16.
Yeah, maybe it was Heal Pulse then.
Psycho Shift at 28.
Alright, then it must have been Heal Pulse and I'm just silly. So we had this false Latias is actually quite useful for two reasons. One, it gives us the Latias site, which we'll be using in the endgame. Even though Mega Latias is like super mediocre, but it has better stats, so we'll take it. And then the other thing is that it's a flyer. We're gonna teach it Fly instead of our main Latias Fly, because we need those move slots. And Fly is useless for us. A fun thing,
actually...
an
Sorry,
interesting
go ahead.
thing, as far as I know about Mega Stones, is that the first time you do a Mega Evolution after starting the game, it's a longer animation where you see Mei like strike a pose and stuff, and then after that it's faster. So,
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna check this.
correct.
We're gonna check this Latias.
That plus the champion fight, you will always get the longer animation.
It's fine. 79, I think, is fast enough.
76 good? It looks like a normal...
speed, sorry.
What I call a normie Latias.
Speed is secretly the most important stat for any percent Latias.
That's okay.
It's fine.
It looks okay.
This run is okay.
At like 28 higher IV speed. That's literally it. That's all and not minus special attack. Alright, I'm getting ratioed by that.
That's
That's a Twitch clip moment.
That's
Oh my,
that's not quite Hall of Fame,
Alright.
but
that was
a pretty
horrendous
solid
movement. I don't want to
ratio.
talk about it. So this is the part of the game where we would normally use Latias, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is the good Latias simulator segment. This is
Not
what the
only
game
do
could
you-
be like if we had a good Latias, and
Good stats,
still
good
and we're stuck
nature.
with cut. And everything also, and all your moves are in the wrong spots. That's a fun part about it too.
Well, that is kind of a fun part of it.
I mean, we are a higher level than we would normally be too, so we can get away with some other stuff as well.
But more importantly, you have actual, like, Latia. You have, like, blue Latias stats.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue Latias, like 0.75 or 0.8 of a good Latios, since you're higher level too.
Yeah, it's
Still.
yeah, I don't want to talk about it. It's rough out here. Like, this fight is still a 3-shot.
Oh, boo.
But hey, it's 100% range on Sharpedo to 2-shot. That's cool.
Yeah, when are we gonna get some Sanjan ratios?
There's plenty of ratioable moments that I've had in Mass Effect. I don't think I've
True.
had a ratioable moment in Pokemon yet. But I've done plenty of stuff in Mass Effect runs where...
Alright, Snarl here is fine. It's a little lame, but you know, more text.
My ratio moments is when I'm trying to get runnable Mudkips. 42% my ass.
You just love swearing on PSRD, huh, T-Pat?
I'm sorry.
So I could have phrased that in
grass.
a bit more of a judicial way, but I decided to not instead. Alright, we're gonna use our last person, because the Sharpedo likes sometimes swagger. Ideally, I'm gonna save just in case. Because it's possible to get, I don't think we outspeed anymore if we get, Scary Faced, and then we can just get, like, flinched. Which sucks. It usually doesn't happen, though.
You didn't sit on the chair. I usually accidentally do that.
Yeah. I wanted to run sit in chair percent, which is you start the game, you sit in a chair as fast as possible. Yeah, so we do get outsped here, and we can just get flinched. Okay. Did we die here? Alright, good. That's the nice thing about having 31 defense, too.
Get ratioed, Sharpie.
Congratulations, not dying.
Way easier fight when you have a good Latias, yeah. And you have extra experience, because we would have died if we were level 30 there, I think.
Hey, Sanjay.
It would have been close.
Hey, Sanjay.
Well, no, I think so, because we're level 33 now, so.
What's up?
I love this fight in Oras. You click surf, and you win.
Or ass, that's both of them?
Omega Ruby specifically.
You know, in the Mega Ruby, I had like a really bad Latios, and then I got hit with takedown from because I didn't one hit.
If you have a really bad Latios, it's like a 13 and 16 range or something.
Yeah, I didn't one hit the camera up, then I got left at 1 HP after takedown.
Because of that, I do have to heal here, which is lame. While I'm in this menu, I will please cease. And then I'll also use the PP Max on Mist Ball. You can do that menu at any time, so might as well do it now while I'm in the menu already. Now we're gonna fight Brendan, and we're gonna do our best Metronome Simulator and hit the Dragon Breath button a bunch. This is pretty much the same as it is in any percent, with the exception that we don't, we Dragon Breath Slugma instead, because it kills. There's a bunch of times where we'll use Dragon Breath instead of super effective moves because it doesn't give the text.
There is a metronome in this game that you can get
yeah,
by this
so
point.
far out of the way, though.
Yeah,
it's not worth doing for this run.
Top of Maulville.
It's godly for Driftblim. An important thing that I have to do now that I've equipped the Latias site is not accidentally hit
not hit the Mega Evolution button?
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't you hit B and back out of it?
You can. That's slow, though.
It is slow, but it's not as slow as Mega Evolving when you don't need to. Yeah, this is the easy rival fight, the easiest rival fight by far. The only thing that can really be annoying in this fight is that Whalmer's Water Pulse has a 10% chance to confuse, and I have gotten confused and hit myself 3 times in a row. I really shouldn't run this game with how bad I am at hitting through confusion, but, you know. Now we're gonna go... Steven's gonna go teach us things. Originally, when I was rooting this, I actually did not have a perfect 31s in all stats Latias, because I was planning on using Hidden Power, which we pick up here. And my thought was to use either Hidden Power Fighting or Bug, because both are strong against Dark types. But... it turns out that at this point, it's like, we have enough coverage that it's not actually that useful. So it's not worth grabbing. It's not even that far out of the way, but I just couldn't find a use for it, unfortunately. It's just too late in the game. It would be really helpful earlier.
It'll probably make it like 10 minutes faster early game since
yeah,
you just Hidden Power rolled through everything.
Well, we just picked something that helped us get through early game, but alas. And the reason I ended up picking Bug over Fighting just because it raised the stats lowered the stats we don't care about instead of the stats we do care about. Like, Fighting lowers attack, special attack, and defense to 30, or speed to 30, and then Bug lowers special defense and defense, so. I still don't know if the wobble loses time. I feel like it might, but it might just be part of the animation. I don't know.
It feels like it does, maybe. But maybe Latios is like the fast animation compared to, like, I don't know, some other Pokemon, like when it comes out on the ball.
I don't know.
Kind of like how
it's nice that you don't get a
Johto.
message. It's baffling that they went back on that. Like,
I don't know,
the message Sorry?
No, I was just gonna say, I was like, Pokemon has like some really weird like time losses on like animations that you'd never think he would lose time, but you'd lose time.
Just having the message like, oh, it's feeling a little worried right now or whatever. Just having that replace like the what will Latias do move selection text makes so much more sense than giving you a text box every time.
Yeah.
Like Sword and Shield is like kind of annoying about it. BDSP is horrible about it.
BSP was all in on the friendship flavor text.
It's so rough.
Hey, that's a move you pick up in any percent. It's Grass Knot.
Grass Knot's really useful because it's grass type.
This grass type move, it's great for hitting all those water type Pokemon. And it's more effective the heavier the opponent's Pokemon is.
Yeah, it is specifically extremely useful, or like super critical in 2 points. And that is going to be Mega Sharpedo. And Wallace's Gym.
Yeah.
Because normally we'd use Kyogre for Wallace's Gym, but we're not allowed to do that. Surprisingly enough, so despite being being weak to literally all 4 of the Elite Four trainers' primary types,
This
as
was
they
my
are
first question I asked you.
Dark,
It was just like,
they're Dark, Ghost, Ice, and Dragon, which are 4 weaknesses for Latias. The Elite Four is okay. It's not the worst Elite Four.
yeah, this was literally my first question. I was like, oh my god, good luck on the Elite Four. And you're like, it's actually a pretty alright.
BB is
I just
surprisingly the
realized
worst
that.
one. And the reason why it ends up being kind of okay is because we have Latiasite. That's like the only reason it kind of works out. Is it's less setup that we have to do. Because Mega Latias's base special attack is 140 instead of 110.
Which,
We're not
as
there
we
yet.
know from running the blue Latias, makes a difference.
We're gonna use our last 2 special attacks here. Swellow is gonna hopefully not be really stupid about this. Alright.
Well, likes to double team, and you got double team turn 1.
It's fine.
Rude.
They never
You got
miss.
Double team turn 2, but you didn't miss, so
Just
perfect
don't miss.
gaming. Yeah, just don't miss.
Just don't miss the Pokemon game.
Just don't missed ball.
Haha!
Ha!
Dunk. Got him.
This is the only part of this fight that is slower than it is in any percent, because we don't have Surf right now. And it would just be a one-shot. That's optimal. It would just be a one-shot with Surf, but we don't have it. Also, I think we set up to +3 in any percent.
You do set up to a +3 in any
So it ends
percent,
up-
but
it ends up
because
being
you're
pretty much
but
the
because
same.
you have because you have increased level and
Yeah.
definitely high enough stats, like +2 is totally acceptable.
Exactly. So it ends up being the same length of a fight. We could, we're not gonna teach Reflect type, 'cause it's useless. So normally in any percent we get the Reflect type we get the Reflect type learn prompt at the end of, or near the end of the,
The whole Latias section.
no, well,
Like
yes. but-
hideouts.
yeah, end of Hideout. So that just shows how
What
No,
higher
yeah,
level we are.
you're 5 levels higher than what you would.
Wait, what is Reflect type, dude? I've literally never heard of that until now.
I don't know. either.
Its type becomes your type, I think. If I remember correctly. It's a status move.
Why would you do that?
Well, Dragon.
Then it's weak to Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon Breath. I mean, I guess you could do some big brain things.
With dark types, yeah. But
Yeah.
we're not gonna be teaching that. So this is just a movement. This is a donation.
Best theme of the game.
Do
I
that
love this
quickly.
theme. Love me some Route 120.
This is my favorite movement in the game, and I choked it on GDQ.
I wasn't gonna say it, but it is the best one.
I used to be unironically really scared of this movement for a long time.
The only
It's a
part
bit-
that's like not super consistent is that angle at the end. And that's where I screwed up on GDQ.
Yeah, that angle feels really weird.
And
And
it is,
also-
it's daunting, but once you
We're
got
gonna
it
get the
down,
speed
it
heal on a
feels really
flash.
good. It flows.
I also actually
pretty
used to
luck.
screw up.
Oh, nope. Not talking to Skitty. I went to the next map. Cursed Run.
I actually used
you
to fail
tried.
Mount Pyre movement a lot when I was first learning this game.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah, that movement was way better than the last time I did that. So we are going to do a little bit of a detour here from what we would do in 90%, because we need to go pick up an item that we're going to need for later, and that is the Shadow Ball TM, because Latias can learn Shadow Ball.
Nice. That's an actually good move.
It is, and it's very useful. There's a lot of Pokemon later on that are weak to Ghost.
Oh, what's that shiny thing in the corner over there?
That's like some
Ooh.
like a stone. Who cares?
It's just shiny Pokemon, and you just
It's,
Yeah.
it's for some meme Megastone category. I don't know.
Shoutouts to 4th gen.
Shout out to Josh. I love you, Josh.
I'm sure
Run more RS.
He should run more RS.
I mean, he probably is now that the timing's changed.
Funny enough, if he is here and lurking, he is with our other friend Etiquette right now. So Etiquette, if you're watching, maybe you should run more ORAS too.
Yeah, Etiquette, run more RS.
Yeah, we can have Josh pull you into it.
Mount Pyre is like maybe my least favorite part of the run in 90%. But here we're 4 levels higher, so it still sucks.
You still got me on that.
Isn't all Megastones like that category where you have to do contest? And
That's
contest
In
up?
there's all Megastones. There's 44 and there's 46 or is it 45?
It's
Yeah.
So
It's just yeah.
yeah, if you get master rank in all 5 of the contest categories and defeat Licia, you know, the girl with the cute Altaria at the beginning of the game, if you defeat her, she rewards you with a Lucario Knight. And it takes approximately 2 hours if you don't lose any of the contests for 1 Megastone. So some runners are just like, yeah, nah, dude, can I get all the other ones? And then we said, okay, I guess. So there's a 44 category.
I see. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
As you can see, Assurance still does an insane amount of damage to me, despite having perfect defenses. And that was better than if it had used Swagger and Swagger hit, because then I would just hit myself in Confusion 9 times and die. Oh,
Swagger's bad.
I might be dead. I didn't save this fight, so I was like, it'll be fine. Oh, now you embargo. 2. I embargoed twice. 3.
Pain.
4.
50%, by the way. Wait, well, hit and miss Swagger too.
I don't
What
know.
is this fight?
Break out of confusion.
Yeah, no. That was the second time that I got maximum time. This run where I hit myself in Confusion the maximum times in a row. Yeah, it's a skill issue. What can I say?
50%, by the way.
Hey, we one-shot this thing, though. And that could have been worse, because for whatever reason, it just kept spamming Swagger and Embargo instead of actually killing me. I don't know why. So that's why this is still bad.
I see why this is still bad.
I could have healed off the Confusion, but that would be, in theory, slow. Wait, I need to teach some moves. I don't know why I healed. Or save. That was muscle memory from 90%. We don't actually need to save here. We're gonna teach Fly to the backup Latias.
The backup, the imposter.
When
When I was reading this, I was like, I don't want it. I have to teach Fly. This sucks. I was like, wait a minute. We have a Latias. That isn't our Latias. We're fine. And we're gonna teach. We're gonna finally get rid of store power for Grass Knot. And because we outspeed here, and we're like crazy strong, and we're out leveling, we can one-shot the Sharpedo, which makes this fight not horrible. Because in any percent, it's like it's a 2-shot and it's range a lot of the time. And then if you're outsped by it, then it's terrible. But then also, it can use Scary Face on you, and then you're outsped by it, and it's terrible. So it's just a bad time. Once you crit, then it's easy. Vampire is like not a very long section, but it's a miserable section. So. All right, so that's Matt. That's Aqua Admin Etchy.
Wait, that's a contact move? Today
Yeah.
I learned.
It is a contact move. It's actually really annoying that it is. That's like our
It's-
one grass move and it's contact.
It's very strange, but it is one, if not the only special move.
It is not the
that
only, I don't
makes
believe.
Contact.
There's a couple.
I think there's a
Believe?
couple. But you would think
It's
that
very
only
rare, though.
yeah, you would think that only physical moves could make contact, but no, there's like a handful, very small handful of special moves that make contact, and Grass Knot is one of them. So yes,
Grass
you
Knot in
would.
general, it's just a really weird move.
Good thing you don't use it on anything that could static you.
All right, so we're gonna fly to Slateport now. We're gonna do some shopping again. We're gonna get all the items we need for the rest of the game, which is not that many.
Definitely no X speeds.
Yeah, we don't need X speeds. X speeds are for slow Pokemon, and we're speedy as heck. We're gonna get mostly one item and a couple of a different thing. We're gonna get one of these. We're gonna get 21 of these. And one of these. Easy. Done. And then we're gonna go here. We're gonna get all the repels we need for... Nope. We're gonna get all the repels we need for the rest of the game.
God item. Thank you for picking up God item.
We're gonna get all the full restores that we can eat. And we're gonna go fight some grunts.
Hooray.
Hooray!
Do you like fighting grunts? Because we're gonna fight more grunts. And then we're
I
gonna do a
love
fight,
fighting
and then we're gonna fight more
grunts.
grunts.
I love fighting crits all day, especially in Pokemon Black and White.
Pokemon Black and White or Gen 5 has so many grunt fights. The fun thing about this mid game in any percent is that Latios is like so much better equipped for dealing with Team Aqua than Latias is because of its because you don't like, since your surf is so good, right? And you need that, you kind of need that extra damage to get through it. But of course, no, you get to fight Team Magma where you're super effective against everything and it's easy. It's not fair. Y'all have it so easy.
It do be that way sometimes. We Omega Rubians live in luxury.
Listen,
Most of the time.
This is the Mightyena that's the most difficult to kill for Latios. It has like the highest special defense. So even a good Latios, the Dragon Breath is like a 2-shot range, so you usually have to use Surf. Oh no.
Well, bad news. We're just a good Latios at home. So
Yeah. So not that great still.
Mom, can we have Latios?
Oh, fun fact, I didn't know about this fight until a while afterwards. If the Mightyenas use Embargo, Embargo also cancels your held item.
Yeah, it does.
Really?
So
I don't think it
I
affects
didn't know
Mega
that.
Stones,
So
though.
yeah, so if you're holding a Mystic Water and it uses Embargo, you no longer get the
Yeah.
Mystic Water boost from it anymore, which is why it's more effective to use Surf first and then Dragon Breath to cover that range.
I believe
instead
that
of
is
the other
actually
way
a
around.
change. I think they changed that at some point, if I remember correctly.
I might have, but I just remember being like, why wouldn't we Dragon Breath first to try to get the paralysis? And it's like, yeah, because Embargo would basically cut Surf's power.
But yeah, so it's actually important that kind of mechanic doesn't affect Mega Stones, because that actually originally rooted one of the fights that we use Mega Evolution on. A lot worse, essentially, because I was under the impression that Knockoff could knock off your Mega Stone. But it cannot, which makes that fight way better.
Ooh, okay.
Knockoff can knock off the Mega Stone if you can't use it.
If you get
You're just using it as like fling fodder.
Can you use your
okay.
Mega Evolution?
Don't believe
if you
so.
get
I think the
Embargo?
Megas are immune to that sort of thing. But I didn't check Embargo because it doesn't come up for any of the Embargo fights.
it probably work. If I had to assume, it probably works the same. Like, would technically embargo the fling fodder item, but maybe not. Maybe I'm totally wrong.
I assume it works the same way, and it doesn't affect it. I love the song here. I'm going to heal the full again, just to be safe. It's usually okay, but it actually makes sense to heal the full here.
Hey, you have another rival fight coming up.
We do. It's not as bad in this. It's still not. I wouldn't call it great. It's still Rival 4, but
Still rival 4.
I'm gonna save for safety.
At least Sabian is fast.
The
Never
Sapphire
heard
now,
that helps.
instead of Pursuit, has Dual Chop, which is a Dragon type move. And that would hurt.
By the way, I'm gonna call if Zell, if you're watching, the timer's stuck again. I don't have a better way of letting you know.
The timer's just sparing you from the...
True, from knowing what it is, but I can actually
Yeah.
see the behind the scenes, so I do know what it is. But I also don't actually have a good reference. That's not the right item for the timing for this run, because again, we're doing it live. Ow. Simply hit. Alright. So, I have written Grovyle outspeeds. I don't remember if that's actually true. Apparently I have some extra experience here.
We're about to find out.
It is not actually true. I think that's a remnant from my Drift Flim notes. Oh, no. I know why I have extra experience here, actually. Do I? I don't know. So yeah, that Mist Ball's a range, it's 11/16 range there. So that's the only thing that, like, can be kind of bad. You could also just miss a million times, I guess, on what's it called? Swallow, but not a bad, much better, Rival 4. I did not get what I like to call the Gen 6 miss, which is if you have, I believe it's either maximum plus or maximum neutral. Actually, I'll explain that in a second. We're gonna forget cut because it's useless at this point in the game.
By cut, it's cuts. It service all, but it's getting cut from this move set.
The nice thing about forgetting cut is that yeah, just use that. We're gonna use the elixir here too. The nice thing about forgetting cut is that does mean that when we learn surf, because we only have 3 moves here, we don't have to go through the forget a move menus. That's a lot faster. And the reason why we do teach surf here now is because otherwise we would have to forget a move later, because we would automatically learn a move on level up pretty soon. And we pretty much only teach surf for 2 fights. It's for the 2 remaining fights that have more than 1 Pokemon at the same time. I was explaining something before, and I completely forgot what it was. Because I got distracted by the move deleter. Yeah, we have to use the move deleter to unlearn that move, because it's an HM. And that is still a thing in this game.
Wait, this place is completely different, or is it like mirrored?
It's flipped, yeah. And the position of the grunt is a little different. It's very strange.
Yeah.
It's very disorienting.
Oh wait, you have to fight this trainer?
You do, yeah.
Oh, you did it, or you did it in like the non-mirrored, or the mirror section in Omega
How many?
Ruby.
I think you fight 2 trainers in both, though, right? Before the
Yeah, you fight 2 trainers before you get the. No, you
horde
fight
battle.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, you fight 2 trainers for the horde battle.
yeah. It's the same in both. They're just in different spots. But yeah, we don't want it Zen Headbutt. It's a physical move. Who cares? And it would instantly learn if we didn't teach Surf there. So that's just to teach Surf there. And we need that for the Horde battle coming up anyways.
Okay, so this is like completely different because the spinners are in different spots.
Yeah. It's interesting that they like changed it so much. And then everything's like flipped. You go like you go left to right more in this like a Mario.
Yeah.
What was I talking about before I got really distracted? Does anyone remember?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I'm as ADHD as you are.
Yeah.
I have short-term memory.
Same here. Yeah, also, this is your big reward for doing Alpha Sapphire, is you don't have to do the diagonal pickup of the Master Ball, you just talk to the tree.
I mean, it was Earth Day yesterday.
That's true. Happy Etchy's birthday and also the Earth's birthday.
Yeah. Which, talking to trees and touching grass, that is
This
the
puzzle
way.
is the same as in Emerald as it is in this game, as I learned when I helped Swiftly through it.
Etchy was born on the same day Earth was born, Catherine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a thing you gotta keep in mind from TD leading cut is it shifts all your moves over. So now Dragon Breath is in slot 2, which is very easy to mess up. Oh, the Gen 6 miss. That's what I was going to talk about.
But the Gen
If
6
you
miss.
have the Gen 6 miss is a thing that I came up with. That was a good crit. That saved a turn. It's a thing that I came up with because I learned that when you have maximum special attack on Latias, it's either maximum, I think it's maximum neutral special attack. You have a 1 in 256 chance to miss the range on two-shotting Grovile and Brendan before,
Yeah.
which I did do on a very good pace run.
Oh no.
I low rolled twice. It was so
no.
cool. And I was like, I've never seen that before. And I calculated it, and it is in fact, it has
Double low roll.
the low roll 51 is
Double
51 damage.
ones.
It has 103 health.
Nice critical fail with advantage.
Yep. Well,
I'd
not
love
quite
to
as
see
bad
that.
as it's like 1 in
Yeah,
16.
it's in the realm. With our D16s.
All right, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
5 Puchianas
Puchianas.
versus 1 Latias.
Unlike with Driftblim, that is actually a difficult question. With Latias, it's very easy. This fight is like so bad on Driftblim because we don't learn any AoE moves, and Horde fights without AoE moves are horrible. But it's not bad on Driftblim or on Latias because we press the surf button.
Hooray!
And they all
it does have
topple
to
like
cook it.
dominoes.
And those are 5 different damage rolls. So it
The only
does
thing you have to worry about for this fight's like actually pretty bad in any percent because it's a range unless you have a really good Latias. But in this, we're gonna one-shot it. So the only thing you have to worry about is you have to have at least 16 health. Or sorry, at least 17 health, or else we'll die to grass
you
knot,
fight
or
that
the
horde.
rough skin.
You fight that horde in post game again.
Yes, you do. I've done E4 round 2. I'll have you know.
Yeah.
I did it. I did it the
but
other week.
Yeah, but that time they're Mighty-Anas, and I assume with Kyogre you still press Surf and Win, and with Groudon you have Earthquake. But there's a problem: is that those Mighty-Anas have Intimidate.
Intimidate. It's
you're
so
minus,
funny.
You are -5 attack, and if you have minus attack, they're 13 and 16 ranges at most.
That's so funny.
It's hilarious.
But
it was so funny because like Etiquette and I like looked at each other. It's like, you know, I haven't actually calced this. We should do that. And with -5 spread move, it's like, oh, it's still fine if
because
your
you're
isn't
primal
bad.
at that point, right?
No.
No, you're primal
No,
for
we never use primal. We use primal for Wallace too.
Yeah. That's what it is.
That's it. Yeah. It's
I've
very
kinda-
funny though, where it's just like,
um,
wow, -5 attack. I wonder if this still works.
I've kind of turned the corner on E4 round 2 a bit. I still think it's just any percent with chores, but it is any percent with chores that I don't have to like worry about my pace on as much, and I can like save and play the game. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, and I mean Delta episode's kind of cool.
Delta episode, it has banger themes.
It does.
All the music in this
Anita
game is
themes
bangers.
is so
There are
good.
people who are like, I don't like what they did with the ORAS soundtrack, and I'm like, but have you listened to it with your ears? It goes hard. What?
Exactly.
Wait, in
So
round 2, you grab an extra Lepa berry patch, right? It's,
I believe
you
kinda
have to commit
so.
to.
Because we definitely use it for Rayquaza during the round 2 portion. Everything else is like fine. Like there's actually not all that many fights.
I learned that apparently got reworked pretty heavily for Alpha Sapphire. Like you don't get the metronome anymore.
That would be weird because you use the metronome for Rayquaza.
You don't use it for Rayquaza.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a new thing, but I was like ready to buy the metronome and then it wasn't there, and I was like, what?
See, that's weird. I haven't looked at the route since I recorded it. I was just like, cool, I'm done playing this game now.
Yeah, like it wasn't there, and I messed up some stuff because I was just like, oh yeah, this is what you do in E4. No.
I don't know. I think metronome is just a great item to have because
It's out of the way though.
It's out of the way, but like you save you save setup turns.
Now you get Brick Break.
Brick Break for
Sydney, I guess.
Sydney?
I guess.
Because like all the other, I mean,
Steven as well?
maybe, yeah, maybe for Steven. Because like even Glacia you don't even set up at all. Unless you have like really slow speed. But in that case, it's just like
it might be different in
just
in Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, give it a look. It seemingly has changed quite a bit. All right, so this fight is worse than it actually is 90%. Weirdly, and that is because
more
you knock him into
damage.
heal range.
Yeah.
Yes, we have the Latios problem where good Latios knocks him into heal range. And so this fight's just like, it's like fine. It's still a 2-turn if we just X special twice, but it's slower because you're not going to heal range.
It's slow because it's heal range, and you get extra Pokemon KO'd, and
yeah, unless they light screen, then it's bad.
oh yeah,
Then it takes
light
3 turns because they heal.
Have you ever had Sunny Day in this fight?
I
I heard
don't think
that's
so.
a thing that could happen and has never happened to me. And I think it happened to like Headbob once or something like that. And it was just like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah. This is Mudkip's reward for helping us so much. I need to actually menu here because it's not just the automatically mash A like it is in.
Yeah, because your move order is different.
Yeah, it's really easy to mess that up. Yeah, so as you can see, they really like attacking you for some reason here. I don't know why.
After a second, you use the X special on the sus. TS.
Yeah, they're gonna heal the full. Obnoxious. Does mean though that alright, never mind. That still doesn't kill frickin' Lunatone. That was probably like a low roll or something. So we'll do it a third time, and we'll actually heal with you this time.
Looks like, to answer your question about the round 2 thing, looks like not picking up Metronome is an Alpha Sapphire exclusive because you still use Kyogre for Phoebe and Glacia.
Yes, you do. You do. That's correct.
Interesting.
But you would not use Groudon. You could use Groudon for Glacia, like it's fine, it can handle it, it's like the backup. But it's actually still just outright faster to just spam Dragon Ascents.
Makes sense.
And just don't get Ice Shard at the end. Which is not likely. It has to pre-roll a crit to even use it. But if it uses it, you die. It's a very weird AI mechanic where the AI ignores stat changes and weather.
Love the old 1 in 256.
Yeah, it has to pre-roll a crit, and then it's a range based on your defense and HP stats. So if you're 31 defense, 31 HP, a crit high roll doesn't even kill, so it will never use it. But I had a run that I lost. I had a world record run that I lost originally because it was like a 3 in 16 crit range. So it was 3 in 256, and it used it.
Wait, how is it 9 in 256?
No, 3. So a 3 in 16 roll plus crit.
Oh, I see.
So, which is 1. Is it 1 in 16 or 1 in 24? I think it's
1 in 16. It's 1 in 16 in this game.
Yeah, so effectively
1 in 24 in Gen 7 and above.
Yeah, so effectively it was a 3 in 256 chance to use it, and it used it.
So Solrock chose to live there so that we could see the imposter Latias. One of these Latias. There's a Latias among us. I said the thing. Everybody clap. Now we're gonna do everyone's favorite.
It would be
Sea
really
floor-
funny
floor
if you
cavern.
gave. Be really funny if you gave the imposter Latias an eject button.
I don't even know where you get an eject button in this game.
Well,
I
it would
thought
be
it-
funny. I'm gonna look it
I
up.
thought it was like a post game only thing to get the eject button.
Yeah, I
in
think
this
it's
game.
from the battle tower. Is what I would imagine. Usually things like that are. All right, we're gonna teach our final mudkip move. It's dive. And now we have 4 HMs on mudkip, as you do. Mudkip's so good at being our HM friend. We love you, Mudkip.
You're right. It's Battle Mansion 32 BP.
Yeah.
Hidden machine kit.
I have to go here. I don't know why I went there.
That actually sounds pretty cool. Hidden machine kit.
The seafloor cavern is still pretty bad. It's pretty much the same as it is in any percent, despite having all the levels and stuff. We only ever have to set up to +2, which is nice. We can get away with +1. It's just like a little dicier. But other than that, it's pretty much
dodge
identical.
the spinner.
I hate this. Is like the worst spinner in the game is coming up. I hate it so much.
The spinner is really the spinner is really notoriously bad because he's not nestled up against like a wall.
Yeah.
He's like standing in the middle of the room, which makes like your movement a little tighter. So if you are using the mock bike, you have to just be a little bit careful.
Which
It's like hard to drive with the mock bike in that area too, so it's like really awkward. So I just personally just walk.
My any percent PB hits them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one tile gaps are still a little hard. They're not BDSP hard, but they're their own variety of hard. And it's only hard if you try to circle pad. See, there you
This
go.
whole cave was never meant to be biked in, really.
Yeah. It's just these corners are a little awkward. Again, it's not BDSP bad, but it can you can get snagged because it is a tile-based game
Hollow reference?
with it is still a tile-based game, but I mean it's not like 1-for-1 tiles. But yeah, there's a lot of these one-tile gaps. Thankfully, if you use the D-pad, you get snapped onto the tile grid, and then you can do your movement.
I learned while rooting this on emulator why my emulator movement was so bad. That's because I thought I had my D-pad on my controller bound to D-pad on the game, the 3DS, but I actually had it bound to the circle stick, so I just couldn't and then the stick wasn't bound to anything, so I could never lock to anything.
You probably wouldn't have noticed a difference indoors where you have to be snapped to the tile grid.
This was good. We are outsped here. That does so much damage because of the screech.
It sure did.
Should have saved for that. I think I have a revive though, so it would have been.
How was it faster?
Scary face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a move.
Alright,
That's a move that's a move we want to see in the next.
This is the ratio room. We just get caught on like the 2 rocks in the middle forever, and it's horrible.
All right, who here is a left side gamer and who's here is a right side gamer?
I'm a right side gamer.
But you're left.
Yeah,
I'm a left side gamer. I'm a left side gamer. I'm the I have the left side world record at one point. I don't know if I still do.
Right. I'm a right side gamer.
Most people are, because they're all sheep.
No, I'm a left side person.
Yes, thank you, Stanjan. Alright, so we're gonna save for Archie, just because Archie knows a move called Embargo. He doesn't really like to use it, but he will just to make my life miserable. We hilariously still need to do the guard spec strat here.
Because it's a god item. Guard spec is a really cool item that prevents stat drops on your Pokemon, but you know, Archie doesn't know that, so he's still gonna try to spam Scary Face most likely, and it's gonna not work, and we'll get free setup. But yeah, if he uses Embargo, it's real bad.
Still get embargoed. Yeah, it's Latias is like a death sentence. A good Latios can kind of like get over it.
A good Latios can change a life.
Yeah.
That's a
Also,
good
this is a
emote.
banger.
This song goes so hard. The background's super cool too. If this fight wasn't the worst, it'd be awesome. We only need to set up 2 XP or X specials. We can get away with 1. It's very important we do not get slowed because Crobat has a little move called Haze, which resets all of our stat boosts, and that's lame. We don't like that. So
I hate seeing it in randomizers. It's just like,
I also use acrobatics, and acrobatics hurts a lot. Wait, does Monk
Acrobatics
have
is better than Haze, though.
Yeah. Does Monk have anything like Haze? I know Weezy
it's
does.
You can if you get embargoed after setting up once or twice if you don't have a good Latias, you can get away with it by just 2-shotting Muck because you still 1-shot everything else at +1 over like as long as you don't have like minus special attack, I believe. I calculated it at one point when I was trying to root O powers.
yeah, Etiquette said something along the lines of like the most safe way to set up is go X special attack, X speed, X special attack. But that's lame. So
Yeah.
it's just don't get embargo.
Alright, that was Archie. And now we enter what I'd like to call the content zone, where we watch it it's like 8 minutes of cutscenes and 2 minutes of movement. So if you got any donations, hit us up.
We had one new donation from Star, $25. Help see my Belix install my credit card, my Belix card. I'm not sure what, but thank you very much.
Thanks, Thar. Shoutouts to Thar,
Shout out
who
to Thor.
was like, wait, I didn't know you were taking outside PSRD submissions for this. And I was like, he was like, I would have submitted something. I was like, crap. This is Swiftaloo's fault for not telling you.
This is Swiftaloo's fault.
Everything
This isn't
is
actually a
fault.
toilet break. That's the worst part. There's at the end of this, there's a toilet break, but you don't have to
Yeah.
mash through this cutscene right here.
Yeah,
But after this cutscene, you have to mash, and then you gotta go to Slateport, or Sutopolis, not Slateport. And then you gotta mash, then you gotta go bike a bit, and then you gotta mash, and then you gotta catch Kyogre, and then you get like a 1 minute 45-second break. Or something like that.
I love cutscene simulators and text mashing
Yes.
simulators.
Pretty cool.
Just hit the plus button plus X and skip the cutscenes like we do in Legends Arceus. That works, right?
NBDSP.
And I'm looking at some of these naming incentives. They're pretty good, but I think we could probably add a few more.
I like adding more chaos into any incentive, so.
Yeah. By the way, just a plug, Etchy and I are racing tomorrow, and you get to name our Eevee and Pikachu. So,
I'm commentating that.
Yeah, you are.
Is it just me commentating it?
I mean, if you want to invite your friends, I don't think.
And Jen, you want to commentate with us?
Wait, which game?
Let's go.
I don't even know anything about Let's Go. I would just talk about Mass Effect all day.
You would
Right,
just
so
be.
Sanjin, you want to commentate
I-
with us?
Well, I think I'm. What time is it?
I don't know.
It's like at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So it would start an hour before this one started.
That's
Oh,
too
yeah.
early for me. I'm sorry.
Very fair. I respect it.
I am a wake up at 12 p.m/1 p.m. gamer. I actually need an alarm to wake up at 9:30.
I feel
And then
really
rush
bad.
LT, are you still
Get
in
my
chat? Do you
bowl
want to commentate with us and just talk about Fire Red the whole time?
Listen, I would actually listen to it.
Wait. Important. Low poly crow. I love low
Aw,
poly
yeah.
I love low polycrow.
Low poly Skarmory.
crow. Yeah, it is supposed to be a Skarmory.
But it's just a little shadow crow.
It's a little shadow crow.
Honchcrow. I can't pronounce that name.
Conch,
but-
yeah.
Launch crow.
So, yeah, Steven flies all the way here to be like, this is bad. Alright, bye. Find your own way there. You don't have the fly point yet, nerd. Yeah, the plot here, if you're not aware, is,
They're trying to take over
Archie-
the world. Ah!
No, they're not really trying to take over the world though. That's the thing.
They're
The Gen 3
like-
protagonists have more nuance than that, because Archie's just like an eco-terrorist. He's like, I want the world to be back to the way that is best for Pokemon because we've ruined it. And then
which is water.
which is water. Yeah, and then he frees Kyogre and he was like, oh,
Too much water.
Too much water.
He's done goofed.
Whereas on the other side, if it's Maxie, he's just like, all land, and then he realizes that the sun is out in the middle of the night, and he's like, this
Well,
isn't
Maxie,
right.
well, you can make an argument for Archie here because the music is better. You can't
The
make
music's insanely better.
You can't make an argument for Archie because if you would like, that's just torturing everyone on the planet and making them listen to that.
Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop it.
So you're telling me to go onto the intermission screen next and just play the Omega Ruby
song?
music all day?
Please do not do that. That would not be conducive to a successful marathon.
This has backfired on May's plan immediately.
All right, so because we have the red orb, we have the power to tame Kyogre. Steven's gonna read us his bad poetry here.
Isn't there a meme that says that Team Aqua is like more progressive?
Yes, I've
Yeah.
found this. It's in the Pokemon Wikia. Hey, there's a command in my chat. If somebody wants, I think it's like !Aqua. If somebody wants to copy it here, it's so funny. I have it saved to my phone and my camera roll for emergencies. You know.
Is it in your favorites folder?
Yeah, it might be.
That's where I put my best memes.
Let's see. Is it Aqua? Is it
No.
progressive? It might be progressive. What's the command?
Oh, dude.
M&M would know.
Wait, what's the command for which?
It's in
We're
my
trying to
chat.
figure out the.
Maybe diversity win. Team Aqua is slightly less vicious
my
than Team
God.
Magma, and vice versa in the manga, and has more women working for it, which, combined with their increased environmental concern in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, implies they have a more progressive outlook. Diversity win. Eco-terrorist is a woman.
Thanks for the pasta material.
It's so good.
This feels very. This feels very. To use a Final Fantasy VII reference, Avalanche-like.
It is, yeah.
Because we are Mako stands here.
True. Wait,
True.
so would Team Magma be technically Shinra? Like, they're more into technology and stuff, right, Maxie? Okay,
I feel like neither of them are Shinra.
Yeah, they're a
Nerd
little.
stuff.
Because they both have very similar goals here.
No, the manga Elite Four is like Shinra. Because they're remember how like evil they are in the manga?
Oh yeah, they're like mega evil. There's
They're
like some
mega evil.
There's
and
like
it's the
some
weirdest
dark
thing.
themes.
It's like Koga actually just outright tried to acid murder the protagonist. He's like, hey Arbok, use acid on these kids. And then he misses and like a wall melts. And it's like, dude, why are you doing that?
Hey, even the gym leaders are
And I
just
saw
like
Kyogre for making
like
the
Shinra.
shake right there so it
material.
can line up better, please.
Would this make Team Flare actually Shinra?
Team Flare is probably closer.
Yeah, I would agree Team Flare's closer. Or maybe Team Galactic? Maybe?
I could
I can see it.
see it. I think Flare is probably a little closer.
Flare's base definitely has the energy of it. So we're gonna see Baby Kyogre in a second, or some call it
Baby
Mantike.
Kyogre.
Get excited for
As
that.
in
It's
you.
extremely cute.
In Omega Ruby, this cutscene is like scary. Like, in
Hey, let me
realistic
just jump on the
way.
back of the Groudon. Yes, please.
And
go for the
lava.
lava.
You know, like
This
just
is-
one
this is
jump.
water.
Team Galactic wants to make a better world, but in the vein of like Cyrus is like, I hate feelings.
I can't blame him, honestly. Feeling's bad.
Galactic members will literally try to summon Giratina to create a better world instead of going to therapy. This cutscene's adorable. It's very cute.
Very good. So
we are gonna-
baby.
Or May's like bopping, like patting Kyogre on its
Pet the
head.
Kyogre.
Pet the
We are
Kyogre.
at the Kyogre. We are going to Master Ball Kyogre because we have to either defeat it or catch it. We cannot simply run away, unfortunately, in this game. And we can't defeat it because it's Primal Kyogre, which has bonker stats.
Yeah, so even Grass Knot's probably not gonna exactly do enough damage.
Technically didn't check, but Thunder didn't work on Drift Blim, so I'm pretty sure that Grass Knot's not gonna work either.
Yeah, probably not.
Thunder did like half.
Does Kyogre have an increased chance of getting caught, like with a Pokeball?
Nope, it is
it
a
sucks.
base catch rate of 3.
Yeah, it sucks.
Ew. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not like Yveltal and Xerneas.
I imagine
and
Primal
that
Kyogre is
one.
very heavy, so maybe it would work. I don't know.
I don't wanna
Oh,
call
it weighs a pretty pound. It weighs 430 kilograms. Almost a ton.
That's a ton of weight. Very, very chunky Pokemon. I mean, it is legendary.
Wait,
so-
no way. Okay, so it actually doesn't weigh enough to be 120 base power Grass Knot. It's 30 pounds too light for that. No, it's pounds. It's pounds. It does. It does. I misread that. So it would be 120 power super effective move. So, I don't know, maybe. Do you want me to try? I didn't save.
Nah, I'll just calc it.
Alright.
I'm like, you have the Master Ball.
Because that would be faster, so I wouldn't have to grab the Master Ball then. I just assumed it wouldn't.
I'm curious enough to calc it.
Because it is level 45.
What level are you right now?
45. We're evenly matched.
No, it's... Yeah, it's not even close. It'd be a 3-shot.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Shot? Well, it is Primal Kyogre, so...
Primal Kyogre is so tanky.
Yeah.
Which I am surprised it's a
3-shot with
shot.
neutral 31 base defense, because, I mean, it has a 50% chance to have the high defense anyways.
Special defense.
Yeah, same deal.
Okay. Maybe Thunder was a 3-shot then. Because Grass Knot should be doing more damage than Thunder. They're equally super effective.
Absolute minimum special defense, so 0 IV minus nature. It's a 2-shot with Grass Knot, and you have a chance to Gen 6 miss.
Cool.
Nice. The classic Gen 6 miss.
I'm glad you know exactly what that means.
I have explained it all
Because
to everyone now.
Yeah, now I can use it in context.
Now you know.
And if it is a 31 IV minus special defense nature, it's a favorable 2-shot range. I have no idea what moves it has as a base. Well, it would have... I just know
That's
Origin
Ice
Pulse.
Beam, right? Ice Beam would hurt Latias. That would sting.
No. Ice Beam would in fact hurt you. It would not kill.
Yeah, this is a cutscene. It's the nice. This is the bathroom break that we were referring to earlier. You don't have to mash during it, which is cool.
All happy and rainbows again.
Rainbows.
No more infinite rain.
Try Mega Latias. See if that's faster. 140 base power. I doubt it. I feel like it's still gonna be a 2-shot.
It'll probably be a 2. It might take some 3-shots into 2-shots.
Now that being said, if it doesn't 1-shot you back with Ice Beam, then it could be worth it. But I feel like it would 1-shot you back with Ice Beam.
You
Just don't
should
get frozen.
you should outspeed it.
Because we are rash.
Just don't get frozen.
I feel like that's less the issue, because we do have full restores, and it's more that it would just murder your face in 1 shot.
Okay, neutral 31 IV special defense for Kyogre becomes a 73% chance of 2 shots.
That's so bad. What if we get the
That's
mystic?
with Mega.
What if we get the miracle seed in the forest? We have cut. We could grab it. Definitely worth it instead of grabbing the Master Ball.
That becomes a guaranteed 2-shot.
There you go. This is bad. This is bad.
Just
What if you use a rare candy?
probably shouldn't matter too much
I don't
because
think it
you're only going
matters
from 45 to 46. Yeah, you're barely getting a percentage.
So you just grab the Master Ball. Or you YOLO Pokeball, and then you catch it that way. Easy.
Oh my god.
Just RNG manipulate it.
I'm waiting for somebody in ORAS to just be like, well, this run can't PB unless I skip Master Ball.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a 1%. The problem is that at that point you should probably just reset, because it's so much earlier. You have to master this whole stupid cutscene. It's like a 1.5% catch, I think, or something terrible.
Yeah, it's around.
If you had a quick ball, it wouldn't be as bad.
It's still bad though.
It's still bad
because we considered it. We did consider it because if you do backwards movement, you have access to quick balls because that's where we get it for Rayquaza.
All right, let's see what this Kyogre is. We're not going to use it, but I'm curious. Summary.
I think it's going to be okay, just like your impossible.
It's fine. It's fine. Actually, what's 91 speed? That seems pretty bad.
It's not great. It is.
Well, so it's bad if you have to do the X speed on Wall Rain. It's bad because it's an extra turn you can get sheer colded.
You have 12 IV in speed.
That is bad. I would call that Kyogre pretty eh. I would not be happy with that Kyogre. I'm
gentle. Was it plus special defense?
It was one of the two.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say before this, so I don't, in case I choke. Yesterday I maybe did it better than I've ever done it in my life before. Oh no. Is this fixable? Yes.
Diagonal gaming?
Diagonal gaming.
I tried to, then I just went up.
I see. I didn't want to jinx it because I was just like, when I saw you do it for GDQ, you did it the fastest I've ever seen.
I know.
I was impressed.
I haven't scooted up in a while.
I was impressed because I think I'm really good at this. Because I like lift and press the D-pad, so that way I'm accurate.
That was jank. So do I, yeah. Like that was like a skate flick back is what happened to me there.
Yeah, that was a little funky.
In the
You were like, I'm on the platform, can I just go?
I do it so slowly in runs, like I'm just too scared to do it fast.
May is no fear gaming.
I know. You people have no fear. I'm just sitting here, I'm just like sweating.
Look, I gotta make my time back somewhere.
You and me are just like, well, the fight RNG is bad, but like our movement skill game is good. So.
I mean, I fell, so
that's forgivable for how fast you do that. Incredible.
I had a practice one yesterday where I literally, like, the entire thing I did so fast, and I was like, oh, I wish I'd recorded that. It was so slick.
Slick? Did
so,
somebody say slick?
I don't, what? So we're gonna set up twice. We're gonna dodge both the confusions, right?
Yes, of course.
We did not.
Add RNG.
Nope, full heal.
Skill and cheat.
Dragon Breath is in this slot now.
Fun fact, this Love Disc is super light, so Grass Knot does nothing.
This fight is honestly might be faster than the Kyogre fight. I've not timed it, but it's pretty fast. We set up twice, we heal Confusion, we grassed on everything, there's no rain.
So I assume you only use Kyogre because you need the EXP, probably.
Well, it's also like 13 levels higher than Latias, or
because of the
not 13, but yeah, like 9 levels higher than Latias. Like
would be. Yeah, usually like 39 going into this.
I don't know, maybe it's worth it. Who can say?
Maybe someday if you get the ratio Riats. I'm gonna try to say that again.
Rashito last.
Sauce. That's a weird one to say.
Alright, so that's this.
Hooray!
Which means all we have to do is Victory Road and the Elite Four.
That
Woo.
nothing could possibly go wrong.
Elite Four is like, I wouldn't call the Elite Four like good, but it's not that bad. It's probably like about as bad as a regular Kyogre Elite Four, honestly. It's slower. Because we have to Mega Evolve a lot, but in terms of just like how miserable the fights are, it's like eh. All right, so we need to teach ourselves Shadow Ball, because as I mentioned before, Shadow Ball really useful for a lot of fights. Especially Phoebe.
Especially Phoebe.
Do not know how to beat Phoebe otherwise, or at the very least it would be really bad. And then we need to teach Waterfall to this Latias.
The Latias.
Latias.
Imagine having 2 Latiases and no Latios.
By their powers combined, they do the fusion dance. They become a
They
Latios.
become 1 Latios. They become 1 okay
Pokemon, Game Freak, if you're listening, bring back the ability to fly to any route. It's awesome.
Yo,
it's
like,
great.
yeah, why can't you fly to the route over in this
Yeah,
game?
it's awesome.
It's
sweet. They should just add that instead of having like.
You can't really do that in Sword and Shield, right? Or
cannot. There's set fly points.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it makes a little bit of sense lore that wise because it's a taxi service.
There's only like a
Yeah.
couple exceptions where like you can fly to the daycare, which is on the routes, but that's a specific waypoint.
I do a little bit of weird music here or movement here because I hate waiting for that stupid spinner. So I just do that. And so I switched to D-pad there because I'm so bad at holding cardinal directions on the circle pad.
Yeah, you've messed that up one too many times, and you're like, "Yep, not doing it."
Yep. We actually get to watch the animation there, where it rides this up because we're not surfing on Kyogre.
Oh, yeah, true. Because Kyogre has their own.
Yeah, Kyogre has its own surfing
Yeah.
sprite, and it's
I-
a little faster.
I got rid of everything except for Latias and Mudkip because we need Mudkip's HMs, and I specifically did not heal Mudkip because we only have one.
Battles.
Yeah, we skipped double battles. We only have one alive Pokemon in our party.
You did that very fast. I like blinked and I was like, "Please make sure you did that right." I trust you, but like,
We're good.
I've messed it up once, and I was just like, "Oh my god."
No, I was just thinking, I was like, just don't take out the sus list in place of the real Latias.
Good thing you taught
They're all
Shadow Ball.
real.
That should make this first trainer in Victory Road pretty easy, right?
It's equally bad as it is in.
Oh no!
In
Is it
every
we
other
faster?
two-shot it.
game.
We outspeed, but we two-shot it instead of one-shot it. So we
Oh
still gotta deal with
no!
confuse.
Yeah,
But
so
we'll like,
Hope has a single Frostlass, and Frostlass likes to confuse us.
a lot of times it will just murder us instead, though, which is cool. Hey, easy. About time I hit through conclusion.
Easy clap. Third time's a charm, as they say.
I mean, there's Wilton, but then there's Hope. And
That's the
it's-
only trainer here that's like really an issue.
Yeah, the rest will be fine.
Actually, the Mawile is kind of bad. I forgot about the Mawile.
Just use Bulldoze.
I don't have
Oh,
Bulldoze
wait.
anymore. Mawile is such a weirdly typed Pokemon.
Steel Fairy. Isn't that the same as Klefki?
Yep. I love Klefki. Klefki, my Belefki. So this throw likes to do some endure. Hopefully it does not do that. Okay. Throw shouldn't even be a Pokemon. Oh, that didn't even come close to killing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think it's a range. Dude, this ball sucks.
Yeah, not great. But you're getting closer to Psychic, kind of.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close to Psychic.
I love a
It's
dealer in
level
Psychic.
51?
51, yeah.
Oh, that's not too far away.
So you're 3 levels away. You'll get
Yeah?
it for the Elite Four, most of it anyways.
Part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
We get it for the parts of the Elite Four where we can actually use it, so.
Yeah. Because you can't use it on Sydney. That's fine.
And that's the power of Pokemon on me. Oh yeah, wait, Mawile just stockpiles the whole time. That's right, that's why it's annoying.
No, yeah. Which means that you can't two-shot it. It's just gonna be lame. Yeah. Do you need this elixir?
No.
Hooray.
I told you we don't need any PP items, though I should probably grab an elixir for an earlier part. That would be a little bit faster. If I just grab the early elixir instead of using the center at one point.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Though maybe there's a point where I could I don't know. 'Cause I do gotta drop off Mudkip at some point to avoid that the stupid, what's it called? Roar nonsense. If only I had suction cups to levitate. Dude, it just loves enduring. At that time, it did matter.
Yeah, sure does.
Alright, so we're coming up on the second worst spinner in ORS.
You can tell a word because there's actually the text that says "endured the hit."
Yep. This is the second worst spinner. It's this triple spinner pass on the Dragon Trainer.
And he has a Kingdra.
Yeah, but we have a super effective move against it. It's fine.
Yeah, so it'd be fine.
I mean, I assume it's fine. I don't know. I
Getting the
didn't count
Kingdra
it.
with Groudon is actually a little scary.
Yeah, makes sense.
You have to use Precipice Blades if you still have
Alright.
it.
Now it's time for Wally Gaming.
Yes.
Sorry for hitting my mic there.
Music, yes. Music gaming.
I don't think there's a way that I die on Wally, but I will save just in case. Very moving moment in the game where we see Wally for fight Wally for the second time and talk to him for the fourth time. Yeah.
I wish he had an intermediate fight.
He should have.
He absolutely should have. Because we just see him
Faithful remake though.
It is a faithful remake. Should have had a second battle though, so we could have seen the Kirlia. It didn't have to be a difficult fight, but he goes from only having the Ralts to having a pretty stacked team.
Alright. So so for whatever reason, Wally isn't not very good at being a trainer. Altaria could have used a dragon move on me, and then that's actually really scary. But it didn't, so we're fine. I forgot there is a way I die, and it's if Altaria decides to use a dragon move and crits.
Dragon Pulse has...
Yeah, which is 80 base power. It's very scary.
And it's stab.
It's super effective.
Yeah,
240. This Magneton...
Drake.
This Magneton has,
Sturdy.
what's it called? Sturdy.
The good Sturdy,
Good
not
dodge.
the before Gen 5 Sturdy.
So we're gonna set up our second X special attack here. This is fine. The reason why we set up the second X special attack there is so that we don't hit Magneton into... A, because Altaria is scarier for this Pokemon, and B, because we don't want to hit Magneton into 1 health, because then there's text, so it's slower.
Oh, that's rude. It burned you.
It's rude, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a special
shouldn't be an
attacker,
issue.
and we have enough health at this point. A nice thing about Megas is that before Gen 8, if you increase your speed during your turn, it doesn't take effect until the next turn. So even though all the rest of the Mega Pokemon stats are increased, their speed is the same that it was before they Mega Evolved.
So it takes a turn for their speed to increase.
Yeah. That was changed in Gen 8. In Gen 8, it's instant. Which makes more sense, if I'm being honest, but...
It does.
Convenient for us as speedrunners in this game that doesn't work like that. Alright, so that's Wally.
It makes for a weird mechanic in Let's Go where you have to... on the one of the rival fights with the Raichu / Jolteon, you have to X speed the turn before it comes out, because otherwise that X speed increase won't take effect until the next turn. And Let's Go is a Gen 7 game, so you have to take that into account. Hey, look, there's a little sparkly thing on the left.
Yep, we're not grabbing that.
Aww. Dang it.
That's the right one? That's the right one. Okay, good. We do have Kyogre here, and that is because we need one other Pokemon as a backup for Phoebe, because of a little move called Curse. And Kyogre probably isn't the fastest way to do it, but it is the most reliable way to handle it. Because Phoebe won't just one-shot. Because
yeah, Phoebe's got some tanky Pokemon.
Like, maybe Cast Form could live, but it's like, it probably depends on the Cast Form. Latias, the Imposter Latias would just get dunked on.
Yup. See, now you got me humming the theme. I love the Elite Four themes in this game.
The E4 thieves in here are just so epic.
So this is the first. So yeah, as I mentioned way earlier, we are weak to every one of the regular Elite Four trainer types. So that's very fun. They are not as bad as you would think, given that, but they're not good. This Mightyena, ideally, will just spam Sucker Punch on us.
While you set up.
While I set up. And then we'll the ideal version is stop spamming Sucker Punch to the point where we don't want it to anymore. So we're gonna set up 2 of these. Crunch is not what I like. Oh, that's bad. Do I just die? Alright, we should be okay. And then Dragon Breath.
As long as he doesn't crunch you again.
Well, the Saw Sucker Punch doesn't kill.
Mega Latias, not a great Mega, I'll be honest. Oh yeah, I could have Sucker Punched me again there, but it didn't, so we're fine.
You should have been fine there.
Well, I got the defense
even
drop.
Even with the defense drop, I think Sucker Punch is only 50 base power.
No, it is not. It's the same as Crunch.
Is it?
Yeah, it has pretty high base power.
So now we have Psychic,
Right,
so goodbye Mist Ball.
It's 70, where Crunch is 80.
Oh, is it? I thought they were both 80 in Gen 6.
In Gen 6... You're right, it was 80 in Gen 6, and then it was dropped to 70 in Gen 7.
Yep. But I think Mega Latias has higher defense, so it might have been fine. This might fake out us. It also might not. Yeah, it usually does. It is unfortunate that Mega Latias is one of the worst Megas in my opinion, just in terms of, both in terms of like, it's like what it is and also what it looks like. I don't like its design, and it's just Latias with better stats. Nothing else changes.
The only thing that weirds me out about it is that Mega Latias and Mega Latios look identical.
They're twins. Yeah. They're the Eon twins.
Yeah, I get that they're twins, but like they couldn't keep the red or the blue to tell them apart, because I literally can't tell them apart.
So Phoebe's a bad time. Phoebe's the worst one. It's not as bad as it was, because now that I know that knockoff can't knock off Mega Stones, that makes this. Originally, it was like the risky strat was you set up once, and then if you got knocked off, then I just said I don't know what you do. I'm going to have to potion here. So hope, but now we don't have to do that, so it should be better. It's still scary though. Look, watch the background in that chair right now. This fades to black. Jump scare. There's also a kid in this point of view, people have said.
Oh, I like saw it for the first time. I'm never looking there when I start this. Do we canonically know who that kid is?
It's you after you lose, because you get cursed and you didn't Mega Evolve Groudon.
Ooh.
And then you get fake out on the Sableye, which it never
The Sableye,
does.
it loves using fake out in this fight.
It's tough for me all the time.
I've never gotten fake out on the Sableye while cursed. It's very...
Oh, wow, first, okay.
It'll always want to go for the kill.
Confuse Ray, huh?
Pretty low HP.
Well, it's gonna Shadow Punch us here. That is fine. That is actually better, because we didn't get cursed.
Okay, no curse is good.
I don't think we die to Sableye here, especially if it decides to be nice about it. If it does, then, you know what, that's life sometimes, you know? Yeah, cool, fake out. So that is a version of this fight that I've never gotten. That's really good.
That's never happened before, right?
That's never happened before.
Yeah.
But in a
Usually
good
what
way.
Usually what happens is you'll get cursed turn 1, and then you'll kill it turn 2. And then you'll switch to Kyogre, which is why we brought Kyogre. Heal Latias to full. When you switch out, you get rid of the curse. And then you spam Aqua Veil until Kyogre dies. And then you set up and kill. Which is slow, obviously, compared to just not doing that. So,
You live.
but you do live. So I gotta update my notes to say that to only do that swap out if you get cursed. So that's Phoebe. That's fast Phoebe. That's cool. So Glacia is slow. But we can't die to sheer cold.
Hey.
The real achievement. The real goal.
Is it because you're a high level?
No. We're
Because
we're
you
actually
don't
the same
give it
level.
a turn.
We're the same level as it.
Oh, so it would technically be a
30%.
30%? Yeah. Let me guess. Hold on. Don't tell me. Let me guess. Grass knot.
Nope, we don't have Grass Knot anymore. We just kill it.
You just kill it. Okay.
We just kill it with a neutral effective move. That's stab, and we're. I need to heal. And we're gonna Mega Evolve. Mega Evolve carries this whole section, like I mentioned way earlier. But the trade-off is we can't one-shot Glalie, so the Glalie setup is very slow.
I'm sure it likes to use hail and
Yep.
light
And then if
screen.
it uses Light Screen then Hail, then this fight is fine. If it uses Light Screen something else and then Hail, then we have a chance of missing the first Frost Blast because it has
Has Aurora Veil.
Wait,
Yeah, right?
that was Snow Cloak.
Snow Cloak? Okay. Yeah.
Whatever it
Right.
is.
I'm still learning my abilities.
Gonna do one of these. Yep. Pretty much always does that. We're gonna use an X-Defend because it actually hurts a lot. Because it has Crunch. And Ice Shard. Alright, this should be okay, because it used that turn too. We're gonna do this. Ideally, it doesn't like defense drop us a bunch, because that's kind of scary. And we're going to waste 2 turns, so that the Light Screen wears out.
It's more for the Groudon Kyogre because it'll sometimes try to cast Hail a lot, but then it doesn't realize, oops, it doesn't work against Primal. Or no, you have regular Kyogre, but we have Primal Groudon.
Yeah, Primal Kyogre demolishes this fight, but it's like 45 seconds slower. It sucks. And now we simply Mega Evolve and we press the Psychic button. Da -da, And now the hail stopped, which is good, because we don't have to worry about missing.
Oh, I don't have that emote. Okay. Just had to check.
We should add it.
We should. I just added it to my channel.
Yeah!
Yeah! I'm proud of you, May.
You know, it's ever since the idea of 7 TV, everyone's just gone ham on.
Well, because you have so many slots.
Yeah.
So you might as well add everything you see, because there's no... Like, why not?
That was like in one of the other, like another stream, and then like almost everyone was spamming like weird words, and then I found it was like 7 TV. It's like, oh yeah, like everyone here spams 7 TV emotes like in every sentence. Like
That's
it's like general words like LOL with like emotes, and I'm just like, oh my god.
That's Glacia. I'm gonna heal for safety here, because it is a range on the Altaria here. Altaria is by far the tankiest member of Drake's team.
Do you use your X special defense here since Altaria has Dragon Pulse?
I use the X special defense on Glacia, actually.
I see.
And you might be wondering why I did that when it has Crunch and Ice Shard. And the reason for that is because I didn't think about it. And I should buy a regular defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That can happen. It's Ice Ball physical?
Ice Shard, I think, is also physical. Yeah.
Yeah, it's physical.
Oh, okay. I see.
It is the ice quick attack.
That's another thing to fix.
Okay, it happens.
I didn't actually think about it till literally just now. So that actually,
yeah,
But
that's
you didn't
literally why you buy.
lose any turns because you still had to stall out.
No, yeah.
Oh,
It's a safety item that accomplishes nothing.
Yeah, because I was curious as to why you bought the X special defense earlier. I thought it would be for Altaria because
It's just May gaming moment.
Exactly. It's a flex, actually.
True.
So we're gonna set up one X special attack here. Cotton Guard is actually good. That's what we want to see. And this is an 11/16 range. Easy. And everything else we kill.
Because the advantage of this fight is we are also super effective against Drake. Let's go.
Yep. Yeah, it's the placebo X special defense, exactly. Drake is like the easiest one by far.
Oh yeah, +1 should kill Salamence easily, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Altaria is the tankiest one by a good margin. It has the highest special defense.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't think that he would send out Salamence second. I thought they saved their aces for last. But I guess that's
The order
too,
the order is weird, yeah. We also
That's
got a ton of
very weird.
experience from this fight,
I'll be-
which is nice because there's only one fight after this. And now we have our late game, dragon move. Oh no, I hit no, crap. Oops.
Oh, but that was Dragon Pulse. But yeah.
So we don't use Dragon Pulse because we have one fight left. And we
it's
don't need
not-
Dragon Pulse for it. It's only 20. It's 20 power more, and that's actually kind of a downside. Because the one thing we're gonna really use Dragon Pulse next fight is to break Sturdy. Or Dragon Breath next fight is to break Sturdy.
Just paralyze West Armory. Easy.
Yeah.
No, not that Sturdy. The other Sturdy.
Just paralyze Aggron.
Just
Yeah.
wouldn't
It-
Iron
it-
Tail you
it-
if you paralyzed it?
It actually might be better for Skarmory. I don't know. Because
I would imagine it.
we use Shadow Ball. Both of those are neutral to Skarmory, right?
Yeah. Shadow Ball's neutral to Skarmory.
Dragon Breath does do more damage. It's 10%. It'll be 10 base power higher.
No,
I just
but
don't
Skarmory
I just don't
resists
remember
Dragon.
I don't remember
Does
if
it?
Ghost type is
Yeah,
not
Steel
very
resists
effective.
Dragon.
Oh, you're right. Then yeah, Dragon Breath would actually be better though. You're right.
Give it a try. Do it for science.
I will.
Also, mega banger alert here.
I'll change that in my notes right now. Right click, copy. No, not cut.
Don't use the HM
Hey.
move cut on that.
Da, 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 This is not actually. I actually am not a huge fan of the Steven theme. I think it's okay. It's not as good as like the Irish theme or the Cynthian theme for sure. Dragon Breath. We'll try it. Yeah, actually, this is better because of the the paralyze. All right. Well, I still get poison, so that's cool. 2 of these. Please, just can you get paralyzed, please? All right, so the paralyze accomplished nothing.
Yeah, sick paralysis, but too bad it didn't proc.
And now we're not going to a Mega Evolve.
Of all the fights,
We're not going to Mega Evolve because that would just knock Aggron into a heal loop, which is bad.
Let's see the paralysis. I feel it.
Oh yeah, you have Dragon Claw. That's actually kind of scary. Dun 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 dun.
Ow.
Owie.
Ow.
All right. Also, a nice thing about all of our moves having a lot of uses, and us learning Psychic in the middle of this, is that we never need to restore PP.
Yeah, it's nice to trade your 70 base power 5 PP move for a 90 base power 10 PP move.
I locked all
in
of
the
you.
middle.
We Mega Evolve now.
All the flex. It's time.
So I think the only way we lose here is if it pre-rolls a crit on Bullet Punch and then also crits me on Bullet Punch. Shadow Ball. So this is your fun Mega versus Mega fight. Who will win? Alright, it did pre-roll a crit, but it did not crit me. And so we have won, and I have come in underestimate against all odds.
GG. And hey, you get to do the actual real timing of this game and not just the quote good timing.
I know. The new
Time will
timing.
end when after the fade to block, after like the congratulations Hall of Fame screen. Also, Steven's face in that is some big, like, surely you don't have an air fryer energy.
Nice.
Surely. Congratulations, May. You're the champion. What are you going to do next?
Woo!
I'm probably going to commentate Swoose's Superliminal run, which is directly after this.
I better dish out $25 to this.
I better dish out $100 for my many, many deaths.
Yes.
No, not Elite 4 deaths, though, so that was cool.
Underestimate with 5 deaths is still really good.
And I had to edit my,
Yeah, save file.
My save file in the middle of it, so, like... Because this was just my any percent, timing guess. Like, it was just my any percent prediction, or, estimate, and I just didn't change it, because I was like, I truly do not know.
What incentive am I going to put down here? That's the big question.
Blindfold.
Yeah, blindfold.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll do that easily.
My estimate was the least safe estimate that you will see all day, because I did not know what it was going to be, because I've never done this not in single segment, essentially. All right, let me...
That's on your first almost single segment run done.
World record! Yeah!
Oh, Recky!
World record!
Yeah, thanks everyone. I'll be back for a couple commentary blocks. I will be doing I'll be still here right after this, because I'll be doing I'll be commentating for Swoosh Superliminal Run, Then I'll be back tonight commentating for the Hat and Time race, and I'll be back tomorrow commentating for T-Pat's race of Oras. Nope, let's go.
No, yes.
I was about to say, I
Don't you
was
try
like,
to swindle me into doing Oras again.
So I didn't really finish Underestimate because I did have to restart in order to fix my thing, but we'll just say I finished Underestimate.
You finished Underestimate. That's totally fine.
it's underestimate, you know, that's what matters. The timer said so therefore it's underestimate.
So if any, thanks to my commentators for being here. I sprung this route change on them last minute, and they were like, "Yeah, we can do that, I guess." Sanjan got the notes today.
I didn't even look at the notes.
That's because you didn't ask for them.
I read through like perused through like the first 30% of notes. I was like, okay, I can just find out from here.
I just like
Honestly,
being surprised.
Yeah, commentating towns like that I think is fun when you're like, who knows how it could go. I gotta fix a bunch of things.
So this run answered the question: can you beat Alpha Sapphire using
only Latias?
Latias?
You cannot.
And
You can beat
cannot
everything
because
past the Forest Grunt with only Latias.
Correct.
Well,
yes.
no, technically you can if you use struggle strats.
You could, yeah, but that
Yeah.
sounds like maybe the worst thing of all time of ever.
So the answer
Yeah,
is yes. It's either
yeah,
no
but-
or yes -1.
Yeah, but Cosmog uses that strat, so therefore it's possible.
It is-
Therefore,
It is a thing. It is one of the strats that you could do. That is true. Yeah, so that's all I got. Feel free to staff. Make sure you watch the rest of these cool runs, and make sure you give your money cause.